who's going to get the call? That's going to be Sullivan. Sullivan's going to get the nod for the Dogs. That is Hayden Sullivan, a quarterback. And back there will be Jadarius, who goes in motion. Sullivan's going to pitch it to him. He's at the 15, to the 20, to the 23-yard line. Nice pickup of about 6, and it will bring up 2nd down and 4. So they put Jadarius in motion, left to right, and then Sullivan just kind of options that way, pitches the ball to him. He'll get 7, and it'll be 2nd down and 3. Milan's got to make the 26 for the first down. That's you doing that?
It is.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that. So it'll be, again, Hayden going to hand the football off. Jadarius hit at the line of scrimmage. Jadarius says, I'm not going down. 1st and 10. Look at Jadarius.
That's what we've known him for, man. Man, he runs hard.
He never goes down on the first hit, does he? Never.
The crowd appreciates that.
Oh, his helmet came off. Well, about the only way you'll get him out of the game. So Jadarius will check out of the game. The helmet came off. And the Bulldogs have a Midtown cleaner, Cousin Lynn Midtown cleaner. By the way, got the boiler fixed, and that's good news.
Well,
got to hear that this morning. First down and 10 yards to go. And checking into the ball game for the Dogs will be Orlandis Williamson. You know, he's got the bum shoulder, but he's playing through some pain. Orlandis checks in, 10 seconds on the play clock. 6:53 remaining in quarter number 1. We are scoreless. Orlandis goes into motion. And look at Hayden Sullivan wanting to throw downfield. Got a man caught at the 41. No. It was not caught. He dropped it out of bounds. I thought that was a heck of a reception by Brown, but nope. They say it popped loose and complete. Anthony Brown, just a yard or two past the first down marker, made a diving effort for it, Bradley, but it came up incomplete, and it will bring up a 2nd down and 10. The ball marked at about the 29-yard line. I thought he caught it too.
I did too, man.
But it popped loose. So it'll be easily in there at running back. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Sullivan in there. Hey, he's going to give that ball off to Jadarius. Ooh, boy, they were ready for it that time. There are a host of white shirts around the ball, maybe a yard to the 30, and it's going to bring up a huge 3rd down and 9 yards to go as the tackle made. Actually, they show him shy of the 30 to the 29-yard line, so it's 3rd and 10. Milan quickly to the line of scrimmage, and Sullivan's going to fire it out here in the flat. That ball's going to be caught. Townsend makes one miss, but ball hops loose, and Milan's going to recover it. That's the good news. The bad news is it's going to be 4th down at about 6, and Milan's going to have to punt that football away. Jumping on the loose football for the Bulldogs was
number 40,
Isaiah Pearson.
Yes, sir.
Isaiah got on the football, but not before. Boy, that very fortunate for the Bulldogs. You would have gave up some mighty good. You would have already been in Carver's range when you think about it, right?
Oh, right there, yeah.
You'd have been in Carver's range there at about the 33. So Milan's going to have to punt the football away. And with 5:44 to go, whoa, we got whistles. And do we got a timeout? We do. Yeah. First timeout of the ball game. Timeout is called by Security Bank and Trust. We'll take one with them. We're in the first quarter, brought to you by Precision Auto Body of Milan, Dyersburg, and Camden. And we're back after this timeout on the Victory 93.7.
Life's moments happen to all of us, both big and small. You buy a car, you purchase a house, you start a business. All of these moments need protection. In Milan, you can find that protection with S&S Insurance Agency. Call Scott Massey, Chase Southard, or Leah Clark. 686-8334 for all your home, auto, business, and life insurance needs. 2076 South 1st in Milan. S&S Insurance.
All right, let me bring you an update. Here you go, Green Valley Farm update. June Fogg has scored first. It is 1-0. They lead the South Gibson girls. That is in the state tournament that is being played in Murfreesboro. Girls soccer, Hume Fogg 1 and South Gibson 0. Milan to punt the football away from its own 33 on a 4th down and 6. 1 man deep for Westview, and ooh, that thing just about got blocked. It's going to take a Milan roll. Look at that, inside the 30, and it will roll dead at the 27-yard line, almost blocked, and Ty Simpson and company will come back on the field, and it will be a 1st down and 10 for Westview. So both teams get a 1st down, Bradley. Both teams punt the football away.
Yeah, just kind of feeling each other out here in the early going, so we'll see what the second series brings.
And again, Ty Simpson, the pass that he made that the tight end came back and caught at midfield was absolutely beautiful. He was rolling to the left, okay, and he's a right-handed quarterback, so, you know, you're not really throwing against your body, so to speak. 3 guys chasing him, and I mean on a dime, a rocket at the 50-yard line. Two receivers left and right. And may want to throw here. Trying to spread things out. Milan 4-down lineman. Simpson is going to, he's going to hand the football off. There's running room 30, 35. He's got running room 40. He's on his feet to the 45-yard line. Nice open field tackle, but a huge gain for Westview. Orlandis Williamson may have saved a touchdown. Big gain all the way from the 27 to the 45. And whoa, everything. Laying at the 30, my friend.
Got a hold.
Got a little bit of a hold. Back at the 30. So Westview is guilty of a hold, and S&S insurance penalty. Don't be penalized choosing the wrong insurance company. Call Scott Massey, Chase Southard, Leah Clark, 686-8334 for all of your insurance needs. That's S&S Insurance.
That's a big penalty.
Boy, that is huge, because instead of having it near midfield, now you're faced with a first down and about 18, and they'll march that ball all the way back to the 20. 5:19 and counting. In your first quarter, Milan again a four-man front. Now they cheat up on that left defensive inside. That'd be Trey Spinks. They're going to try to run the football right, and they may not have wanted to do that. Loss of about 3 yards, and it will bring up a second down and 21.
Tucker card in the
That's what his name is. A bunch. Tucker Lockhart in on the tackle for the Dogs. Second call of 21 all the way back to what would be the 18, and they've got to make the 38. So let's call it second and 20 as they got 20 yards to go. Simpson can absolutely fling it, but Westview got to be careful because they are deep in their territory. 4.5 minutes remaining right here in quarter number 1, and Westview, after the big penalty backed him up, faced with a second and 20. Simpson's going to throw. He is going to slip and fall on the turf all the way back at the 8-yard line, a loss of 10. What do you got, Bradley, in the playbook for 3rd and 30? Third and deep. I'm quick kicking. I ain't even throwing it deep. I'm quick kicking that thing on 3rd and 30. 3rd down and the chow wagon, baby. 3rd down and 29. Woo! Ty Simpson was rolling right. He was being pressured, and he was going to have to get rid of the football, and his feet went up from under him, and he slipped and fell. I bet they play it safe, run the football, and punt with 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Simpson, not a great snap. Ooh. Simpson going to get thrown down at the 1.
He got out of the end zone.
Yeah. Simpson got spun around at about the 1-yard line, and Milan's defense has been absolutely superb. They'll spot it at the 2. Kanan White made the play, and it will bring up a 4th down and 35, maybe 36. Well, they're at the 2, and they got to get to the 37.
I don't know how to get good field position.
4th and 35. So 4th down and 35 yards to go, and the punter stands in the very deepest part of his end zone. Orlandis stands at the Westview 40, awaiting the kick at the 3-minute mark. And the kick is away, and it is a good one. Orlandis has got it at the 41. He's at the 35. He's going to come right side 30. Orlandis 25. Orlandis still on his feet 20. Knocked out of bounds as he gets to about the 16-yard line.
Good return.
What a great return, and what field position for the Bulldogs. It'll be 1st down and 10, and Milan will snap it in the J. Black Hickman Realty Red Zone. You got it, Jay Black, Hickman Realty Red Zone, and check out Jay's Facebook page or call 676-5909, 5909 to check out those listings. So, Easley will come into the ball game, and look who's in a quarterback on this snap. Anthony Brown will check in at QB, 2 receivers left. Brown or Easley, I'm calling it. What do you think?
I would say so, my friend. They're definitely running this
one of the 2. Brown on the shotgun. Easley just right of him, wearing number 26 with a little pink trim. And keeping it is Easley, 10, Easley 5. Touchdown, Bulldogs! So Milan draws first blood at the 17-yard run at the 2:42 mark of quarter number 2. That is a Chapel Hill Baptist Church touchdown, and it is Easley carrying it in from 17 yards out after a great defensive stand and a great punt return. Here's your Paul Trimmer Auto Body and Towing extra point that is headed our way. Kick is in the air, and that kick off the foot of Ryan Biggs is good. Milan leads at 7-0, and we're back after this on the Victory 93-7.
Hey, Bulldog fans, hope you're enjoying the game. Hope the Bulldogs are taking care of business, and hope we're going to take home a win tonight. but I hope you got more hopes than just those hopes. This is Chatty Zell from the Main Street Church of Christ, and if you're looking for hope, my hope is that you can find it at Main Street. We're not perfect. Nobody is. We're just trying to live every day in the hope of a God who loves us, cares for us, and wants us to be with Him forever. And if that sounds as good as a bulldog win to you, we might have just found you a church home. Main Street might be the place for you. Find us on Facebook, visit us at mainstreetmilan.org, or be my personal guest and sit with my family at 1045 on Sunday morning.
Here. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Stevie Ray Heyman and one Bradley Owens, and the Bulldogs of Milan have struck first, and they lead at 7-0, and that was all set up because the defense did such a great job. Now, I will tell you this, key penalty against Westview. They had a first down at midfield,
that hold helped.
and then they went backwards after that. Then a great return on Orlandis, and here we go. They'll call for a fair catch. I don't know if I've ever seen a fair catch. The fair catch was made above his head. Oh, my goodness, like he was getting a rebound at about the 28-yard line. But that's okay.
As long as you catch it.
As long as you can. Listen, never did one signal for a fair catch, but I did drop one or two, maybe three. 28-yard line, first down and 10 for the Chargers of Westview, and let's see what they're going to respond with here after Milan, one play after the great punt return by Orlandis Williamson, easily a 17-yard run. Bulldogs lead it by a score of 7-0. Being streamed, by the way, on the Victory 93.7 Facebook page. A few folk watching that thing tonight.
156 right now. We had a little technical difficulty, but now we got it up and
got it worked out. All right, Simpson in the shotgun. Receivers left and right. Simpson wants to throw. Simpson's got time. Simpson wants to run, and he is going to run and knocked out of bounds. Oh, my goodness.
Seth whopped him.
Seth said, now you know you're in bounds, and I'm going to have to hit you.
You're in bounds.
Seth, I don't think Seth probably quite said, now look, you're in bounds, and I'm going to have to hit you hard.
I don't want Seth hitting me.
Yeah, man. I don't either.
It'll take me a while.
Boy,
it'll take us a while to get up.
Yeah, big play last week when he filled that hole. Made a big play. A gain of a yard for Simpson, and it's obvious Simpson has spent a lot of time running for his life, brother.
Yes.
And it makes it I don't care how good of a quarterback you are.
You don't have any time. You can't
throw
it.
It's tough. He is not dropping back into the pocket, folks, and waiting for protection. Second down and 9. Simpson is going to fake the handoff, and now he's going to keep it. And inside, and he carries it to about the 34-yard line. That's going to be a gain of about probably 5 yards. You know, if he would have cut that, a much bigger gain.
Corey Marshall went in there on the tackle.
So Simpson carries it for about 5. Third down and 4 for the Chargers at the Milan 34-yard line. And so Westview's got to get about 4, or they're going to be punting the football back to the Bulldogs. We hit the 2-minute mark of quarter number 1. What is number 88 holding up?
Look at the Chucky dog. It's Halloween. Look at the
Chucky.
They got the Chucky dog.
Oh, my goodness. They got you.
I think it's the time for Chucky dog.
This is a great day. All right, Simpson looking to throw, fires one, got a man open, it's caught 35, he's at the 41st and 10 Westview, and down, knocked out of bounds as he gets to the 45. That was just a quick snap, throw, completion, 1st and 10 Westview, and run out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. Townsend took him out of bounds.
Chase Townsend, you're right.
But not before Westview, 1st 10. I'm telling you, he's special. Now, you give him just a little bit of time, he's going to get that ball to somebody, and he's going to get it to him in a hurry. 1st and 10 Westview, and they are at the 44-yard line with $1:41 to go in your Precision Auto Body of Milan, Dyersburg, and a brand new location in Martin. First down at the 44-yard line for the Chargers of Westview. A few more folks have showed up here down below us, so the stands have filled up quite nicely with the social distancing. Throws it over the middle and behind him. Actually, he threw it hard, but he threw it behind him.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that's when number one. It's difficult when the ball's behind you, but when it's a missile coming at you, it's almost impossible. And he threw that behind the intended receiver. That was intended for Goins, Javian Goins. It is incomplete, little look-in pattern, little slant, and it was there. If he puts it in the front of the receiver, it's there, but it falls incomplete. So bringing up a second down at about, 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. And hanging on to the football, running back looking for room to the 48. maybe a gain of 4. And it will bring up a third down and about 6.
Orlandis Williamson pushed him out of bounds.
Orlandis Williamson wears numero 7.
Good kid.
The
I
Bulldogs
saw
of
him
Milan.
on Facebook giving his testimony on some things the other night. Good kid.
Man, he was at First Baptist
He sure was.
on Wednesday night.
I watched a lot of that, so I appreciated that.
Last score we had on South Gibson, they were down 1-0. That is a single elimination of the girls' state tournament. Hume Fogg 1, South Gibson nothing.
Yep, early in the soccer match.
All right. That got underway at 7, so Hume Fogg with an early goal in that one. Checking out of the ball game for the Bulldogs will come Corey Marshall into the game. Checks Anthony Brown on a 3rd down and 6, and Westview takes their second timeout. And that's going to be a Security Bank and Trust timeout. We'll take one with them. With your score, Milan 7, Westview nothing. $1:31 to go. Back after this on the Victory 93-7.
At Alexander Thompson Arnold CPAs, your success is our mission. I'm Jack Mathis. When you trust the ATA team in Milan, you will get personalized service and work with knowledgeable accounting professionals. We are here to help with your personal and business taxes, payroll, bookkeeping, estate taxes, auditing, and more. Come visit us today. Our Milan office is 2070 Rhino Crossing at Kefauver and Telecom Drive, or call us at 686-8371. Let Alexander Thompson Arnold CPAs be your accounting experts.
This is really cool. Jonathan Criswell sent me this. Some of the players that are wearing pink are doing so in honor of the mothers and the grandmothers that have been impacted by breast cancer of the students on the team.
Awesome. That's really cool.
Man, that is cool. So, I appreciate Jonathan Criswell
Thank you, Jonathan.
sending that my way, yeah. That's why a lot of them got the pink going on. So we got a big 3rd down and about a half dozen. They'll snap it at the 48. They got to make the 46, snapping it at their own 48. Got to get to the 46. 2 receivers left and right, and Ty Simpson is in a heap of trouble, fires it behind the receiver, incomplete, and again, just no time, Bradley.
No time.
The snap is there, and it's 1,000, 1,000, boom, you better get rid of it.
That's kind of been the scout report on them as we talked to people this week of just them not being able to give him time back there to throw the football.
Don't give him time, put pressure on him, you're exactly right, and get it done, and he'll have trouble, and he has. Hey,
and you know that going in, because Westview's going to play next. They're going to have an off week. Then they're going to be playing in the playoffs.
South
too,
Gibson.
So that's exactly right.
By the way, to pass along as Westview gets ready for the punt very quickly, this is a huge story. Milan has decided they will play 4A football next year.
Tell me what that means, Stevie Ray.
That means great Westview bounce, and that thing doesn't go out of bounds until it gets to about the 12. Let's see where he steps out. 14-yard line. That is flipping the field in a big way.
Is that Hardin County, too? I'm trying to think who else is in there.
Yeah, you got to remember there's a north and a south, kind of south side, north side, Liberty, all of those teams, Hardin County, Lexington. They'll have a north and a south, so to speak. So, in Liberty is a 4A team.
Hey, you stay away from Alcoa.
Yeah, you do. You will stay away from Alcoa in the championship game. So, yeah, that was made official today. Milan has already told the TSSAA they're playing 4A next year.
They'll play up.
Yeah. So we will see. And Milan will not be playing the likes of Covington, but they will. South Gibson will continue to be a regional game, and the officials have called timeout. The play clock's at 0. There's a $1:19 remaining in the first quarter. Precision Auto Body and towing first quarter, but we might have an issue with the clock while they deal with that. Let me just kind of tell you the teams, Bradley, that are in 4A in West Tennessee. Let me just let's see if I got that. Okay. This is how they're probably going to split that up, okay?
All right, read them out.
Haywood, Milan, Obion, South Gibson, Crockett. Then they got to make a decision. Do you go with North Side? Because the other south of I-40, Liberty, South Side, Lexington, McNary, Chester County, Hardin County. You want to try to balance them out to have the same number of teams, but I don't think you can do that if you put North Side, South Side, and Liberty in the same one. One of those northern Jackson schools.
South.
Yeah. Oh, and there's one other school that's in the mix here. It's Fayette Ware, but they think they'll go to Memphis.
I got you.
I think Fayette Ware, which is a 4A, would go to Memphis. So Milan will be playing 4A next year in football. So we'll see some teams. Man, Bradley, we'll see some teams we ain't seen. That'd be pretty cool. We'll go places we haven't gone. So Milan has it, and in back at quarterback is Hayden Sullivan, and hands it off to Jadarius, and Jadarius still falls forward for a couple of yards. He was hit and hit hard at the line of scrimmage. Jadarius gains a couple. In on the tackle was the big fellow that came out for the coin toss.
Yeah, they got some big linemen in there, that's for sure.
Kaiser Riley, they're big. Them two guys in the middle are maybe two. Second down and 8, 54 seconds remaining. 54 seconds remaining here, and what would be the first quarter of this one. Milan up 7-0. There's the handoff. Jadarius again. He'll take it to about the 20-yard line. And Bradley will bring up a 3rd and 4. Milan doesn't really have to snap it if they do not want to. They may not. For your Precision Auto Body and Towing first quarter to come to an end. Precision Auto Body is located in Milan, in Dyersburg, and they got the location of Martin. Nope, Milan is going to snap it here one more time. 3rd down and 4. They got to make the 24. Jadarius still back there, and nope, Hayden Sullivan's going to keep it, and he's got it. 1st and 10. That's a Midtown Cleaner 1st and 10. Had to make the 25. He made the 25, and as the first quarter ends, Milan's got a 1st and 10 at the 25. Quarter number 1 is over. Bulldogs lead it by a score of 7-0. Let's make sure, wait a minute, let's hold on, Robin. Milan may try to snap it one more time. There's 6 seconds on the clock. They'll wind the clock, and no, Milan is not going to snap it. 7-0. Bulldogs lead after 1. Back after this on the Victory, 93-7.
At Leaders Credit Union, financial fitness is our 2020 vision. Take advantage of Leaders' financial tools and educational opportunities, available both online and in branch, to start your financial journey to freedom. Keep track of your budgets, spending, and goals inside Leaders Credit Union's free money management tool, available inside Leaders' mobile app and online banking. Visit leaderscu.com to learn more. Leaders is federally insured by the NCUA.
We welcome you back, ladies and gentlemen, as the Bulldogs of Milan have just picked up a 1st down. They lead it by a score of 7-0 over the Westview Chargers. So a 7-0 game, and the Dogs took advantage of some really good defense and a really good punt return by one Orlandis Williamson. And then after that, Bradley, one play, hand the football off to Easley, let them scamper 17 yards, and the Bulldogs lead it by a score of 7-0. Other action brought to you by Green Valley Farms. South Gibson is leading it over Bolivar by a score of 14-0. That was expected.
Hey, your Cousin Nelson was checking in.
My man, Cousin Nelson. And last score in soccer, Bradley, help me out.
What's the name
of the team? Fog, baby.
Hume Fog was up 1-0 early on the South Gibson Lady Hornets in soccer, so we're watching that soccer state game up there in where are they in Murfreesboro?
They're in Murfreesboro. And I think Dyersburg's playing Livingston Academy.
They are.
So 1st and 10 for Milan at their own 25-yard line. Sullivan going to hand that football off to Darius, and he's going to get about 3, and that's going to be it. I'll say this, they've done a pretty good job on Easley except for the touchdown run.
Well, if you watch some of the Milan tape, you know, hey, we got to stop this guy.
Yeah.
He's a good running back, so they kind of keyed on him a little bit. They want Milan to throw it, so we'll see.
He's going to pound you and pound you and pound you. There's no doubt.
It's hard to stop him. Williamson checks in offensively.
All right, so Orlandis will check in for the Dogs. They'll go 2 right, 1 left. 2nd down, 8, 11.5 to go first half, and Sullivan's hanging on to it, and he probably wishes that he had not. But I'll say this, he lowers his head and gets to about the 20, well, maybe back to the line of scrimmage, Bradley, because he was about to be thrown for a loss. Probably back to the line of scrimmage. Hey, credit this Westview Charger team. This defense has been pretty porous. This is a team that Covington spanked 44-0, and that probably hurt their feelings a little bit, so they're trying to make a statement themselves.
Yeah, they want to come out here and play and get ready for the playoffs and make a good showing tonight.
Yeah, because, 2 weeks from now, they're going to be just south of about 11 miles from here, right?
Confidence, you're right.
You better believe it. They'll be in the Medina. Sullivan again as they fake the end around, and now he's going to throw. He's being pressured. He gets away from one man. Throw that ball downfield. He does, and that's got to be early. I guess not. Incomplete, and it will bring up a 4th down. That's crazy. Let's watch that. I don't think it ever got to him. Oh, it's batted down. Ball was batted down, almost intercepted, and batted down, and it will bring up a 4th down, and the Bulldogs are going to have to punt it away here. So at the 10:46 mark of your one-stop home design, second quarter, Milan will put a foot into it. Dropping back for Martin Westview will be O'Marion Harris. Milan will split 2 left. But that's just the formation for the punt. And, he better get it off. And,
It's blocked.
They got a piece of it. They did get a piece of it. Bradley, he took a lot of time and a lot of steps before he kicked it. Watch the replay here real quick.
Yeah,
and I know you
hit him. They hit him, but they definitely.
Oh, my goodness. So. Yeah, he took a lot of time to get off his foot. And that's what the coach on the sideline is Andy Westbrooks was punting the football. The coach is saying, look, you got to get it off your foot. They're coming. And Westview is going to set up shop 1st and 10 at the Milan 37-yard line. Great field position for Ty Simpson. And with 10:36 to go, Milan's 7-0 lead may be in a little jeopardy. See if the dog defense can stand true. Simpson looking to throw. Simpson gets away from one. That's going to be a hold on Westview. Simpson's going to go out of bounds after a gain of 5, but we're going to get us a hold, an S&S insurance penalty. Don't be penalized choosing the wrong insurance company. You need to be going with S&S Insurance. Scott Massey, Chase Southern, Leah Clark, 686-8334.
That's a hard way to start off a drive. You're marking a hold on the first down, man. Back them up, put 10 yards.
Hey, they've killed themselves
a couple times.
I'm not sure Milan doesn't end up with great field position after that one punt if Westview hadn't held and had the ball at midfield.
Yep.
So Westview has shot themselves. That is a huge penalty because the hold, Bradley, was at the 44. They move it back to the Westview 46. Yep. Oh, my goodness. It is 1st and 26. That hold took place 6 yards back. My goodness, behind the line of scrimmage.
Penalties kill you.
You ain't kidding. So Ty Simpson is faced with a 1st and 26, 2 minutes into quarter number 2. Simpson looking to throw. Simpson says, forget it, I'm running. Simpson he dropped the football. There was nobody around him when he dropped it. Was there, Brad? Let's watch that replay. I think he just dropped it and fell on it.
Knocked it away.
Was there No, Mills was there. My bad.
Mills, you're right. Mills knocked it loose.
Mills knocked it loose. He gets to the 45-yard line, so it's a gain of 1. Milan changes the package. Kanan White's going to be checking in. And Jadarius Easley checks in on defense.
How about that? Much on defense this year.
Let's see him on D.
I'm sure he's tough on that, too.
Yeah. I don't want him hitting me. So 9:52 remaining in the second quarter. Second down, about 27 yards to go, and Westview better hurry. That play clock's down to 4, now they reset it to 23. Why'd they reset it?
No idea.
I don't know why I don't either. So 9:51 to go. Simpson is sacked.
That's it.
Oh, my good, that hurt.
40.
Nope. Knocking him down was Isaiah Pearson. Woo. And I mean, he absolutely crushed him.
He did not see it coming either. He turned right into it. Big hit.
Oh, my goodness. Isaiah Pearson absolutely crushed him. And, y'all, it's 3rd in the radio station.
I was going to say, what do you got for 3rd in the radio station? Hey, he can throw it that far.
I just throw it up. They pick it off. They pick it off, and if not, punt. Yep. So it will be with 9:14 to go in quarter number 2. Ty Simpson, 3rd and 34. Boy, they've had a couple of. Well, they had 3rd and 35 a minute ago. Simpson says, forget it, I'm handing it off. And a gain of maybe 2.
Yeah, they were happy with punt.
Maybe 2. Jadarius Easley on the tackle. Oh, my goodness. Pearson and Easley both there for the tackle, and it will bring up a 4th down, 34-yard go. And Orlandis Williamson will stand all by him, Woodlow self, back at the 26-yard line, and Westview will punt this one away.
See if Orlandis can run one back. We've seen him do it this year.
Well, we haven't seen J.T. Carver kick yet.
Not yet.
You know, Westview, of course, hasn't scored, hadn't been a field goal attempt, so I haven't seen Carver. Their punter's done a pretty good job. Oh, my goodness, he went up and got it. Man, he hits a punt. Look at that. Kick. Williamson will gather it in at the 18. Williamson turns the corner, backtracks to the 15, gets to the 20, and still on his feet, 40. Williamson is going to be knocked down at the 41-yard line.
Good return.
Man, that was a great return from the 18 to the 41, a gain of 22 yards on the return. Milan will set up shop 1st and 10.
Is there a flag?
At its own 41. There is one.
There is a flag. They got a hold.
And that may be against the Dogs, and it is going to be against the Dogs. Don't be penalized choosing the wrong insurance company. As Chucky is being held back up again, take S&S Insurance. That is hilarious. Scott Massey, Chase Southern, Leah Clark got all your insurance needs well taken care of. 686 83-34. The hold was at the 29, so they will march back to the 19-yard line. So much for the 41 being the line of scrimmage.
I was going to say, back them up.
That's about where he caught the ball on the punt.
Yep.
Right about where that football is sitting. Oh, by the way, all I got to do is put it in the envelopes, but I'll have the billing done.
Oh, great, man. Let me know. I'll get it out for you.
Oh, man, I'll hook up with you.
We appreciate all our sponsors.
We
sending
do
those
indeed.
deals.
Yep. Bless you. So first down and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 19-yard line. 8:10 remaining. Quarter number 1. Milan 7, Westview Nata. And the handoff, nope, going to be a keeper. And hanging on to it is Hayden Sullivan, or was that Brown?
That's
Let me
Brown.
see. It's Brown. Yeah, it's Brown. Brown carries it to about the 24-yard line. Gain of 5. Second down and 5. Into the ball game will come Hayden Sullivan. And Brown will stay in there. Coming out of the ball game will be Fisher Jones. On a second down and 5 with 7:44 remaining here in quarter number 2. From Johnnie Hale Stadium in Milan, where we'll be 2 weeks from tonight with Covington. And Hayden Sullivan fires one. That ball's going to be caught at the 30. That's Brown 35. And Brown knocked out of bounds, but not before a 1st and 10 at the 37. Midtown Cleaner first down and 10 for Cousin Lynn.
Nice little play.
Yeah. Sullivan hits Brown. That's Jacob's second trip to the concession stand. Hey, I'm not paying, so I'm okay with it. Second down and 10 at the 37. Got pizza this time. Handoff, no. Going to fire it out here.
Oh,
Look out. Catch made 45-40. He fumbles the football, and it goes out of bounds. Westview recovered it.
Martin got it.
Westview recovered it before he was out of bounds.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Now, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Let's see what he says.
Now, he's saying Milan's ball. Now, Westview says they recovered it before he got out of bounds.
Ooh-wee. That's a break right there.
And Milan will maintain possession.
I'm looking at it.
Milan get a break?
You know, the funny thing is the ball's in bounds, but when he picks it up, his arm's on the line.
Then they made the right call.
The ball is in bounds, but he grabs it with one arm, and his arm is on the line with another arm.
Yeah, he's out of bounds then. Yeah, you got to stay in bounds. So they made the right call. Milan first and 10 of the Westview 39-yard line. They dodge a bullet, and Hayden Sullivan looking for a little running room. He's got some 30. Hayden inside the 30, down to the 27-yard line. The fine 165-pound 5'9" junior, first down and 10 of Midtown Cleaner, first and 10, down to the 26-yard line. Bulldogs knocking on the door, 7:13 to go in quarter number 2. Boy, Milan's fortunate.
That was a close call.
Ooh, man, I'm talking inches
I looked
away
down
from a
and watched the
turnover.
replay, though. That's exactly what it was.
Yep. He just had an elbow out of bounds. So first and 10, Milan. 24. Sullivan throws one over the middle, got a man open, caught! And touchdown Bulldogs.
Number 3.
Covering 26 yards.
Chase Townsend.
Chase Townsend at the 6:54 mark at Chapel Hill Baptist Church. 26-yard touchdown. And that's going to be Sullivan. And he finds Townsend. And the Dogs lead it 13-0. And now the extra point will be pending. So Sullivan to Townsend. Nice pass by Sullivan. Man, isn't that something the way he's developed? Extra point is in the air, and it is automatic. I'm just going to call Ryan Biggs Mr. Automatic. Trimmer Automatic kick is good. Milan 14, Westview nothing. Back after this on the Victory 93.7.
For the past 19 years, Bartholomew Comfort Service has been taking care of all of your heating and cooling needs. They carry Trane, and the customer safety always comes first. Installation, service, it's all available at Bartholomew Comfort Service. Phone 686-2278. Bartholomew Comfort Service in Milan, your Trane dealer. And remember, nothing runs like a train.
So the Bulldogs have tallied again. It was a 26-yard touchdown pass. Sullivan to Townsend, making it a 14-0 ball game. 14-0 ball game.
He was telling me a while ago why they reset the clock.
Yeah.
Because it was a sideline warning on us. I saw him pick up that flag. It was a sideline warning. We've heard about those this year.
Okay.
Been a couple of those.
Someone told me USJ had one earlier in the year. So it'll be 6:54 to go, 14-0. The Bulldogs lead it as they get ready to kick off. I thought Chris Carroll said he was coming tonight.
I think he stayed home to watch it.
He said he wanted to watch Ty Simpson.
I think he stayed home to watch it on the street.
Is he one of those?
He's one of the 200. It's been up to 210. It's 202. Thank y'all for watching.
Yeah, one of the 202 watching on the Facebook page. Kick, And fair catch call and made at the 28. Westview goes on offense. Ooh, Jadarius got blocked, and then, that was nice after Jadarius got knocked down by number 10, and that would be in the person of Amarian Harris. He came up and said, man, good hit.
That's the way to be sportsmanlike.
Easily says, I usually do the hitting, but I just got hit, but I am going to write down on the palm of my hand the number 10 to remember who did that. 6:50 remaining. Quarter number 2, about halfway through the second quarter. One-stop home design bringing you quarter number 2. At the intermission, Rob and Kudo have score of other games. There are some games of some major importance. Dyersburg at Crockett is a huge game. North side, south sides for number 3 and number 4. And Simpson in the shotgun. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Mills came untouched, and threw him down at the 20. Loss of 8 yards, and it will bring up a second down and 18. Bless his heart. He just, and listen, I really feel for Simpson. He has 0 time to throw the ball. He just simply stays on the run the whole game. 6:15 to go. Second down and about 18. They got to make the 38 for a first down, but Mills was untouched and sacked Simpson. Man, bless his heart. And here Milan, they're coming again. Milan's got 5, and here they come. Simpson's got to get rid of it. He does. Going to throw a pass downfield, and he should have caught it. Really, that turned out to be pretty good. The receiver got turned around. Incomplete. Goins was the intended receiver. It was at the first down marker. And Townsend on the defense. It'll bring up a third at 18. And Westview better get him a first down, or they're going to be punting it away again. Townsend's going to probably roll out of the pocket as well as he can and let her rip Tater Chip. Wonder if Paul Wade's head's cold down there.
Probably so. It's chilly out tonight.
Paul ain't got a cap on. Third down and 18, 5:56 to go. Right under a few ticks at the halfway point of quarter number 2. And look at the throw. Fires one, caught short of the first down, but they do nice gain of about 15 yards up to the 30 on a little sideline pattern. But it's going to be a punting situation for Westview. Fourth down and 8. Here comes the punting unit, and Williamson will be dropping deep for the Bulldogs. So Williamson drops deep for the Dogs, and Westview will put a foot into it. Fourth down and about 8. One receiver left. Well, they'll split one left one. Boy, they spread the field on their punt, I'll say that.
Who's back?
It would be Orlandis. There's the snap. It's a good one. He takes his time, and then he unloads one, and my goodness, Orlandis. He bobbled it, he drops it, and that ball is loose, and Orlandis falls on it at the 10. Folks,
what a kick.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 yards.
Good kick.
The kick was about 50 yards, and then by the time the ball was retrieved by Williamson on the 10, it is flipping the field 60 yards. 5:40 remaining in the second quarter. Milan 14, Westview nothing, and here come the Bulldogs again. A lot of the students some of the students are dressed up down there. Someone's wearing a great big yellow hat.
Halloween tomorrow. Isn't tomorrow Halloween?
They got the blankies and everything else. And it will be in the shotgun. Sullivan again. Sullivan's going to give it to Jadarius, and that ball pops loose. Milan's got it, but it's going to be back to the 8-yard line, and Jadarius slams that fist to the turf.
That's 2 or 3 times we've laid it on the ground and picked it back up.
Milan, and think of that right here, the play at the sideline just a few moments ago, which was almost a turnover. Milan has been very fortunate. While Westview's been going backwards, Milan's been lucky and just been falling on everything. It is a loss of 4 yards. Second down and 14. Milan up 14-0. 5 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Bradley and I are off next Friday. I have never been off on the first Friday in November since 1979. Looking to throw. They fire it out here. Going to be caught by Orlandis. Orlandis makes one man miss 15. Orlandis 20. Orlandis got a first down and 10. Still on his feet. all the way to the 35-yard line goes Orlandis Williamson, tackled by Quincy Hamilton. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs.
That's a good run.
Boy, that was a great run, man.
Gets him out of the hole.
Yeah, he broke that tackle, and he turned on the jet. And a Midtown cleaner. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs of Milan will now snap it at the 35, 4.5 minutes remaining here in quarter number 2. That's going to be, again, Hayden Sullivan at quarterback. Hayden's going to hand the football off, and a ball pops loose, and Orlandis falls on it.
Wow.
My goodness.
I'm going to start keeping that stat, man. I'm going to say this.
That's got to be the third or fourth fumble.
I'll say 3 just to be safe.
And that one was fumbled out of bounds.
So let's go with 4.
So technically, that's fumbled out of bounds. That's right. And they'll back that up to the 30, a loss of 5, where it'll be second down and 15. So it ain't penalties that's marching Milan back. It's dropping the ball.
Now you got to clean that up for the playoffs.
Oh, brother, you got that right. Second down and 15.
I don't know if it's the...
Yep. Miss Janet Heyman's watching. And hanging on to it is going to be Anthony Brown. Brown makes one miss. Brown with a stiff arm. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Brown basically said, how dare you? Knocked out of bounds as he gets to the 43. It'll be third down and 2. Hey, watch.
A little bit like Derrick Henry.
Get that out of there. He didn't just stiff arm him. He threw him down.
Perfectly legal.
He threw him down. You know, it's one thing to stiff arm someone, and it's another thing to throw him down. And Anthony Brown just threw him down. Oh, my goodness. So it'll be a third down and 2. And I believe Westview has just jumped into the neutral zone. Milan's going to get a Midtown cleaner. First and 10, courtesy of SNS Insurance and Scott Massey, Chase Southard, and Leah Clark, saying thank you very much for jumping in the neutral zone. They'll move that football to the 48-yard line. An SNS Insurance penalty and a first and 10 for Milan with 3:48 remaining.
Milan up 14-0.
All right. Chris Johnson checking in, saying he's listening on the radio. So
appreciate that.
Appreciate Chris checking in.
Pass.
And looking to throw the ball downfield. Oh, what a catch by Anthony Brown all the way to the 35-yard line of Westview. And Hayden Sullivan may come up a little skimpish. But he threw a rocket, and he got decked, and Anthony Brown made a great catch at the Westview 35 for a first and 10.
He just came out of nowhere to catch it.
Golly, that was a heck of a catch. So Sullivan quickly back to the line of scrimmage, 3.5 minutes remaining in the second. He's going to hand this one off to Jadarius. Jadarius is going to, when you leave your feet, the next thing you better hope for is you don't want to get hit before those feet get back to the ground.
You don't want Lane Pierpoint standing right there to hit you.
Lane is 6'1", 205 and says, gotcha after a 3-yard gain.
Dyersburg girls are down 1-0 also.
All right, so
in soccer against Livingston Academy.
Boy, they're so good in Easton Middle. South Gibson down 2-0 to Hume Fogg.
2-0 at the half.
And they're at the half down 2-0, and Livingston Academy leads Dyersburg 1-0. 3 minutes remaining. Faking the handoff to Jadarius, throws it over the middle. Anthony Brown went up and got it at the 20.
Same play.
First and 10.
You can't cover it.
Anthony Brown just absolutely went up and got it. They'll spot it at the 19 in the J. Black Hickman Realty Red Zone.
You know, he's a good quarterback. He's a good receiver.
Listen, I like him more as a receiver. But, you know, he's got such good legs.
They found something that Covington game when they had Sullivan in there at quarterback.
So Sullivan again at quarterback. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Jadarius going to hang back there probably to get the football and run. He does. They give it to Jadarius up the middle. Jadarius powers his way down to the 12-yard line. Gain of 7. It'll be second down and 3. And again, Milan will snap this at the 12 in the J. Black Hickman Realty Red Zone.
Guess what?
Yes, sir.
Milan win and defer.
Milan defer.
So they'll get the ball to start the third.
Milan will get it to start the third. They'd like it to be 21-0 when they do so. Sullivan fires it out here to Brown. Brown goes down, makes the catch, and that's a first and goal.
It bounced.
Oh, really?
It bounced.
All right, so no, they're going to give it to him.
I'm watching
They're going to say All right, let's see.
I don't know if it'll be on there.
They give him the catch. Let's see. Well, we couldn't really see it.
Well, they're going to talk about it. They give it to him?
No, they're going to back it up. They did not. Third down and 3.
I thought it bounced.
Yeah, third down and 3, so they did not give it to him. Good eyes, Bradley. Third down and 3 for the Bulldogs, and they can get a first down at about the 9. They're going to give it to Jadarius, and guess what? He's at the 9. He's just powering his way down to about the 5-yard line. He got hit at the 9, and it was brutal. I mean,
he ran somebody over.
He ran someone, and they went backwards.
First down.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. 1st and goal, actually, for the Bulldogs. They're at the 5-yard line with 2 minutes remaining. And Sullivan looking for the fade pattern. Brown, what a catch. Wow.
He is a...
Oh, my goodness. Sullivan to Brown covering 5 yards on the Chapel Hill Baptist Church touchdown. And Brown just turned, found, caught. 14-0 on the Chapel Hill Baptist Church. Sullivan to Brown, 5-yard touchdown, and it will now be an extra point coming off the foot of Ryan Biggs. He got to be close to about 30 in a row. No, Milan's going to go for 2. Hang on. Milan's going for 2, Bradley. They're keeping Sullivan in there, leading 20-0. The Bulldogs have elected to go for 2.
They might just want to work on this.
They're going to direct snap it. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Are you kidding me?
It worked.
Throwing the 2-point conversion.
55.
Drew Smith.
Drew, what was that?
Drew's my neighbor. Drew is my neighbor. Are you kidding me?
It worked.
My man Drew. Oh, man.
He was wide open.
Drew Smith to Isaiah Pearson on the 2-point conversion, and the Bulldogs lead it 22-0. Back after this on the victory, 93-7.
Wesley Fountain Place, your move to gracious living, has immediate openings available in their newly renovated private rooms. Take advantage now of their new move-in special discounts and enjoy all the comforts of home in this beautiful senior residential assisted living community. Residents enjoy fun, planned activities in a safe, social environment, home-cooked meals, and still have the privacy of their own rooms. Look for respite or daycare for your loved one. Consider Wesley Fountain Place of Milan. Call Crystal today for your private tour. Ask about this month's move-in special at Wesley Fountain Place, Telecom Drive in Milan. Phone 686-8600.
Well, if you were watching that on the Facebook page, you would probably, like us, just didn't have anything to say. Oh, Milan's going to go onside, and it's a loose ball, and the Bulldogs may have got it.
Milan got it.
Milan may have got it.
They got it.
Let's see if they're going to. Nope, they're giving it to Westview. They said he did not control it before he went out of bounds. Despite the, okay, look, Bradley, let's see if he controls it before he got out of bounds. No,
wait a minute,
they
switched it. They switched it.
Are you kidding?
I think he pointed the wrong way. The coach went over and talked. That's what they say here.
There's a Bulldog that is injured at the 38. We'll check his number in a moment. He's got his helmet off.
Don't give the ball to Milan.
Oh, really?
He pointed the wrong way.
Okay. They pointed for Westview. Milan goes onside and may have recovered it with $1:47 to go. You know, I'm telling you what I kind of think the thinking might be out. I don't ever want to get in the mind of a coach because, you know, that's tough.
Yeah, Milan's off.
Milan will maintain possession. They recover the onside kick. That is incredible. But let me tell you what I think Coach Diffie's thinking. And Chase Townsend is up on his feet. The injured Bulldog is Chase Townsend as they help him off the field. I think Coach Diffie's thinking, hey, if they get the ball, they've only got one timeout. We've really stopped them all day. I don't think they can get that. What did you call that? Is that an attorney statement?
It's not really an attorney statement. What does that mean? But, I mean, it is what it is. There's not a whole lot of...
Wait a minute. You've never used that in court?
No, not really.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
It works. Hey, when it works, it all works out fine. They ran a trick play. They did an inside kick. It's all going well tonight.
Back-to-back plays. And this is a team that's fumbled 4 times and recovered all of them.
Recovered them. Let me look at this moon out here. Yeah.
Hey, by the way,
full moon. In a couple weeks. I know it's tomorrow night. They got the big full moon for Halloween.
Ooh. All right. Hayden Sullivan in there. Milan 1st and 10 at the Westview 44-yard line. Yep, $1:47, all 3 timeouts. Got the full complement of timeouts. And Sullivan says, I'm going to give it to Jadarius, and he got a yard, and a flag comes in, and Milan held. S&S Insurance, don't be penalized choosing the wrong insurance company. Go with S&S Insurance. Jay Southard, Leah Clark, or Scott Massey at S&S.
Chop block.
Chop block. Chop block called against the Bulldogs. That may be a 15-yarder. I can't remember. We'll check to see how they step it off.
They keep pointing the wrong way.
Oh, they pointed toward Westview.
Twice in a row they have pointed the wrong way. It's on Westview.
So the chop block is on Westview. Yeah. Oh, man. That is huge.
Now, he pointed toward Milan initially, but now he changed it.
Usually, a chop block is going to go against your offense because you're going to be diving down at the feet of the defender. Does that make sense? You don't see the chop block called against the defense.
Martin is saying, wait, you pointed the other way. They're saying the same thing.
Yeah, you don't see a chop block called against the defense very often because they're not the – uh-oh. Wait a minute. Now the officials – oh, wait a minute. Now they're talking. They're gathering. They're standing at the line of scrimmage at the 44.
I know which way to point.
Yeah, you know, I think they did because a chop block is usually called against the offense. I don't know if the defense can have a chop block. But I guess they can somehow go down to the feet.
Well,
now they've gone over to the coach for Martin.
They're keeping it that way because the Martin coach is he's not happy.
So it is a 15-yard penalty against Westview. The ball spotted now at the 29-yard line. I'm going to tell you what Milan wants to do. They want to score here. They want to take the opening kickoff, go down and score, and get the clock going.
Yep,
that's what Milan wants to do.
Minute 43 to go before that. Plenty of time here.
Buck 43 to go, 3 timeouts remaining, and the clock just did start. Sullivan at quarterback. Sullivan's going to give the ball to Jadarius. Oh, my goodness, someone popped Jadarius. He got to the 25 and got about 4. But, Brad, did you see that head come back?
I don't know if they've hit him or they
Look at this. I mean, watch that head come back on Jadarius a little bit here. Boom.
Oh, yeah. They watch him.
Somebody got – that was helmet to face guard.
He kept going.
Yeah, he did. Listen, I've never seen anybody that never goes down on a first hit. Second down and about 7. Snapping it at the 25. Sullivan's going to throw. Sullivan, he threw one up for grabs. Pick. 15-20, 25-30, 35-40. Forced out of bounds. Kanan White knocked him out of bounds at about the 40-yard line, and now they throw the football. Boy, that's late. They're going to throw a 15-yarder.
Watch you. There's not even close to being out of bounds when he hit him.
I think he's throwing it against someone on the sideline. I don't think it's against Kanan.
He's calling a late hit.
That's a terrible call. That is listen, number one, I watched it on replay. It was right at the sideline, but why did it take so long to throw the flag?
When he pushed him, he's in bounds. The coach was standing right there.
The push happened when he was in bounds, and the flag came flying. I'm not kidding, 10 seconds later. 15-yarder from the 40. Westview's got – now they're going to set up shop at the Milan 45. I guarantee Hayden would like to have that one back because it was a duck.
Yeah, it's one of those you just got to take it down and take the next snap.
Yeah, it was a wounded duck. You either throw that one away, take a sack or something, and live to play it the next down. But 1:03 to go, and Milan up 22-0. Now you got to be careful if you're the Bulldogs. You don't want to see Westview put one in here and get within a couple of scores. Simpson in at quarterback, 2 receivers right and left. Milan shows they're coming. Simpson's going to try to get rid of it. Simpson's got a man, but incomplete. He just throws it really over the head of the intended receiver at about the 40-yard line, out of bounds.
He has no time.
He has absolutely 0 time. Bradley, I'm going to say this. I would love to see him in an offense where he's got time. Just to see what he do. You remember Dresser win at Dresden?
Oh, yeah, it was great.
He picked people apart.
He was great.
And he had time to throw the ball a lot. And he just doesn't have any time whatsoever to throw the football.
59 seconds to go before the half.
Yep, they try to roll him out, and we're in the one-stop home design second quarter. They try to roll him out and buy a little time, but it's tough. Milan bringing 5. Here they come, and handoff, and yeah, nothing.
Got him.
Barham and then Seth, the 2 linebackers, finish him off for no gain, and it will bring up a 3rd down and 10 from the 45-yard line. Curious to see if Milan might think about timeouts, but they've got such a good punter, they flip the field on you pretty good. 3rd down and 10, and let's see if Westview throws one deep. Kanan White checks in.
They think they are. They got the nickel package in.
So Milan's going to bring 4, and that's all they're bringing. And Milan's still coming. They're going to set up the screen. 45. Oh, that's a great open field tackle by Seth Robertson.
Good tackle.
Seth Robertson, an open field tackle. And that's down to the 41-yard line, gain of 4. And it's going to bring up a 4th down and a half dozen with 10 seconds to go. Westview's going to let the clock run out. I would assume they've only got 1 timeout. They're not going to use it. And the first half's going to come to a close. Now, maybe they will call timeout to throw the ball downfield.
To the end zone.
Yep. Westview is going to burn their last timeout to throw one down the field. We'll take a quick timeout, Robin. Brought to you by Security Bank and Trust. Back after this.
Hello, friends. This is Curtis Halford, State Representative for District 79. Tonight, the players on the field have a game plan. They're determined to beat the competition. They've prepared themselves physically and mentally to perform as a team. They're heading into each game with their eyes on the state championship. I too have a game plan. I'm conditioned to stand on strong principles. I'm committed to continue to represent you and your family with the pride and determination at the state level. With my eye on the prize of better jobs, education, and senior benefits, I've worked hard to represent the citizens of District 79.
I knew I could get Bradley excited when I just thought, as we announced earlier, Milan is going to 4A in football next year. It's already been made official. The Bulldogs, who actually are a 3A school, have decided to bump up and play 4A. Number one, less travel. Now think about it. No more McNary, no more Bolivar, no more Covington. Brandon, those are long road trips.
They are road trips.
Yeah. So Dyersburg ain't a bad drive. Crockett County ain't a bad drive. Haywood's not a real bad drive. Obion County, I think they're coming down to 3A. Fourth down, and Westview says we're going to chunk it one time before the first half comes to an end. Simpson says, here I go. Give me a little time. Simpson throws it all the way down to the goal line. Knocked down, incomplete. First half's over. The ball knocked away. The first half comes to an end. At the intermission, Milan leads it 22-0. Welcome to halftime. Brought to you by Bradley Owens of Hardy Martin Owens Law Firm, Precision Auto Body, Milan, Dyersburg, and Martin. Your score at the intermission, Milan leads it 22-0 as we head to the half.
This is Bradley Owens of Hardy Martin Owens Law Firm. At Hardy Martin Owens, we handle personal injury cases, criminal defense, divorce and family law, and wills and estates. With offices in Jackson, Trenton, and now in Milan, we are conveniently located to serve all your legal needs. Call us today at 424-2151 or on my cell, 234-2400. That's 234-2400.
Tipping the scales in your favor.
Let's face it, when it comes to auto accidents, most of us are lost. But now we know who to call, Precision Auto Body. They're not a franchise or dealer. Mark Hardy has been in Medina for 22 years and in Dyersburg for 4 years. When you walk in the door, you'll be dealing with real professionals who will put you at ease. They do all kinds of insurance work, and they have rental cars on site, so you can keep your busy life moving. In Milan, call 783-0075. In Dyersburg, 285-1030. Precision Auto Body, your professional in auto body care.
And visit the new Precision Auto Body location in Martin.
Give me the hometown, give me the hometown life. First and 10, do it again. First and 10, do it again.
For homegrown excitement, there's nothing like a hometown game. So go on out and get into the spirit of it. Every year, our school athletes give it all they've got. Go to the games. Support our hometown teams. Win or lose, it's a guaranteed good time. The Bank of Milan. Member FDIC. Banking for the hometown life.
Hold that line, hey! Hold that line, hey! Guaranteed fight! Give me the hometown. Give me the hometown. Give me the hometown. Give me the hometown life.
I'm Jimmy Hoppers, and I want to update you as to where we stand in our common battle against the state and federal government's intrusion into your private medical records. You may have heard reports that Nashville has given in and that the fight is over. Nothing could be farther from the truth. The answers we have received from state government have continued to be vague, have only been communicated by email, and certainly do not carry the force of law. If the state really concedes that it has no right to this information, they can end this with one simple sentence. The State of Tennessee Department of Public Health no longer will demand your private medical information if you test negative for COVID-19. And this has to be public and on the record and sent to physicians, to patients, and to local health departments. Anything short of this is just words. Continue to exert pressure on your elected representatives and on your local health department. This battle is far from over.
Top of the hour time brought to you by Centennial Bank, proud to serve the community since 1916. Member FDIC.
The Victory, 93.7 WTKB Atwood Milan. Robin Cood with you at 8:04 from our Victory 93.7 studios on this final Friday of August, or August. It don't feel like August. 45 degrees, final October Friday night, final night of the regular season. And again, playoffs beginning next week. Halftime at Johnnie Hale Stadium, the Milan Bulldogs lead Westview 22-0. Other scores tonight, about 3 minutes to go in the second quarter in Medina. It's all South Gibson as they lead Bolivar 35-0. They have just gone to the half in Atwood. West Carroll leads Greenfield 12-0. At halftime, Union City 49, Halls 0. Halftime, a good one here. Dyersburg leads Crockett County 19-7. Jackson Southside in the second quarter leads Northside 14-7. It's all Hardin County leading Liberty 35-7. Nashville Christian leads TCA 21-0. Davidson Academy 35, JCS 3. Their halftime with Gleason and South Fulton. Last game for both teams, tied at 8. Adamsville in the second quarter leads McKenzie 17-7. Henry County over Clarksville Northwest 41-0. At halftime, Covington leads McNary 20-0. And Lexington leads Chester County 28-0 in the second. And of course, in a game you heard here on the Victory last night, Peabody won their 33rd in a row as they beat Gibson County by the score of 49-0. All the scores, the playoff matchups for next week, and in 2 weeks, of course, we'll have Covington and Milan 2 weeks from tonight on the Victory, and next Friday night we'll have the statewide scoreboard show beginning at 9 o'clock. Back down to Johnnie Hale Stadium for more halftime festivities with Steve Heyman.
All right, thank you very much, Robin Coon. And your score at the intermission is 22-0. Let's recap the scoring for you. The Bulldogs of Milan. If Milan doesn't fumble the football so many times, and they have not turned it over, they have fallen on every – well, they have turned it over. They threw an interception. But if Milan falls on the fumble every single time, and if they don't have the miscues and everything, it's probably a bigger score, to be honest with you. But it is 22-0, and I'm sure Milan will take the 3-possession lead because they get the ball to begin the second half of this football game. Easily, now, at the 2:42 mark of quarter number one, this was all set up by penalties, and then Milan playing some great defense, forcing a deep punt for Westview. Orlandis Williamson took it all the way back to about the 17-yard line, and then it was a 17-yard run by Easley that made it 7-0. That's how we stood at the end of one. At the 6:54 mark of the second quarter, a 26-yard touchdown pass Sullivan to Townsend made it 14-0. And with $1:56 to go in the second, the Bulldogs struck again. Sullivan to Brown, and on that series, I'm not kidding, Brown made 3 fabulous receptions. I mean, great receptions. Sullivan hit him on all 3 of them. The 2-point conversion, absolute poetry. Drew Smith threw that thing into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the Bulldogs lead it by a score of 22-0. And before we go back to Robin Cood, and we'll get some score updates, and here's some more commercial commitments coming your way. Let me pass along a couple of sponsors helping to make our broadcast possible. The Animal Hospital located in Milan. Make sure if you're going to be gone for the holidays, I know y'all got that going on Thanksgiving and Christmas, make sure you got Sparky and Frisky taken care of, okay? Make sure you're getting them their shots, too, at the Animal Hospital. Milan Tire and Brake, Jim Blue Beasley. He's going to be seeing a truck next week for an oil change and a tire rotation at Milan Tire and Brake. Also, Family Pharmacy, brand new coach, brand new field, brand new pharmacy located behind McDonald's in Milan. Shady Tent at Three-Way. You know how hot your car can get when the sun's out at Shady Tent at Three-Way. And Milan Supreme Muffler. Man, so much appreciate Mr. Reagan and Milan Supreme Muffler for getting it done. One of the sponsors here bringing you Bulldog football, as well as McDonald's, the Mirror Exchange newspaper, One Stop Home Design, Brother Chad and the folk at Main Street Church of Christ. Copies Unlimited, man, they gave us 4 blankies that we gave away this morning on the air, and a Bulldog toboggan, thanks to Anthony and Norm and the folks at Copies Unlimited. Leaders Credit Union in Milan, First Baptist Church of Milan, Green Valley Farms, Bartholomew Comfort Service, Jones Company of Humboldt, Dynamics Physical Therapy, First Assembly Church. Also brought to you by J&P Motors, State Representative Curtis Halford, Elevate Church, located on the Gibson Highway in Milan, Tyson Foods, City of Milan, and Mayor Billy Warren Beasley did a great job hosting the Milan Chamber Network Connection to past Wednesday. State Representative Curtis Halford, Physicians Quality Care, Family Pharmacy, Max and Atwood for all the camouflage. They got it at Max and Atwood. NHC Healthcare, see you, bro. NHC Healthcare, located in Milan. Carroll Bank and Trust, Gene Langley Ford, Centennial Bank, all making it possible. The pregame brought to you by Carlos Parr, your Edward Jones representative. The coin toss by the Bank of Milan. Starters by Alexander Thompson Arnold PWLC. First downs by Midtown Cleaners. Timeouts are courtesy of Security Bank and Trust. Penalties S&S Insurance. Kicks and punts by Paul Trimmer Auto Body. Touchdowns by Chapel Hill Baptist Church. Your red zone by Jay Black of Hickman Realty. Halftime, Bradley Owens of Hardy Martin Owens Law Firm and Precision Auto Body. Your star of the game, Jeff Morris of L.A. Realty. Post-game, Gene Langley Ford. And your fourth down stop, Captain Jack Holland, Marine Corps Detachment. First quarter, Precision Auto Body. Second quarter, one-stop home design. Third quarter, People Loving Jesus. And your fourth quarter, brought to you by Premier Dental. Milan Band doing a great job, all decked out in their Halloween costumes. We'll bring you the second half of this one coming up. You're listening to Bulldog Football. Milan leads at the half 22-0. Back after this on the Victory, 93.7.
Let's face it, when it comes to auto accidents, most of us are lost. But now we know who to call, Precision Auto Body. They're not a franchise or dealer. Mark Hardy has been in Medina for 22 years and in Dyersburg for 4 years. When you walk in the door, you'll be dealing with real professionals who will put you at ease. They do all kinds of insurance work, and they have rental cars on site, so you can keep your busy life moving. In Milan, call 783-0075. In Dyersburg, 285-1030. Precision Auto Body, your professional in auto body care.
And visit the new Precision Auto Body location in Martin.
Hi, this is Patrick McHale, Administrator of NHC Healthcare Milan. We're committed to being the senior care leader in customer and investor satisfaction. Our vision is about caring in a better way day by day. So we're not only focused on constant improvement, but we're also led by our Better Way 20 Promises. Founded by Dr. Carl Adams, a physician in Murfreesboro, Tennessee in 1971, with a vision to improve the quality care of our patients, NHC Healthcare Milan has been serving the community as one of the original 14 healthcare centers. We value leading ourselves exceptionally well, serving with integrity, enhancing the quality of life, and we're about creating raving fans of our excellent service. Whether your needs are continuing care, a short rehab stay, or a respite stay, we're here for you. Our partners are committed to doing what right looks like for our customers, who are our patients first and our families second. Our subject matter experts are empowered by patient-centered work and recently recognized by the Tennessee Center for Performance Excellence with the highest of honor. We are blessed to be a part of a community with such a variety of healthcare options and want to encourage you to reach out to us for any needs. We're located at 8017 Dogwood Lane and can be reached at 731-686-8373.
What's going on, Johnnie Hale Stadium? My name is Dylan Thomas. I am an alumni of Milan High School, and I am also the youth pastor at Elevate Church. I just wanted to invite y'all to come join us for our worship services. We have 2 Sunday morning services, one at 9 o'clock and another at 10:30. Also on Wednesday nights at 6:30, we have a time of devotion for both the students and the adults. Our youth program involves student-led worship as well as fun events every month. In the spirit of Philippians 2:9, our main focus is to praise the name above every other, which is the name of Jesus. And we would love to worship alongside you. So visit our website at elevatehim.church or find us on Facebook at Elevate Church. God bless y'all and go Bulldogs.
Dynamics, the premier physical therapy leader in West Tennessee, is hosting the Next Day Clinic, a free injury assessment clinic for all area athletes on Saturdays during football season at locations in Milan and Union City from 9 to 11. Visit a Dynamics near you with locations in Milan, Greenfield, Humboldt, Trenton, Brownsville, Covington, Millington, McKenzie, Union City, and a new location in Paris. Health, lifestyle, community. Dynamics.
Life can pull you in a million different directions. You probably start every day on the run and end every night exhausted. Every single day brings new challenges and adventures, and in all of our busyness, it's important to stop and remember what's most important. That's what First Baptist Milan is here for, to help you press pause and remember the God who created you, loved you, and offered His Son as a sacrifice for your sins. Join us for worship on Sunday mornings at 10:15 a.m. in downtown Milan. We're here to tell you about the love of the Father and to disciple you to become more Christ-like in your daily walk. Hope to see you in worship.
Each fall, the excitement that surrounds the start of the football season is tangible. When a group of people gather together and are passionate about something, the sky is the limit. And while this football season will eventually come to an end, our passion for Christ should never stop. We would love to have you join us at First Assembly Milan on Sunday mornings at 10:15 a.m. From our church, we want to wish the best of luck this season to our coaches, football players, cheerleaders, managers, and band members. Go Bulldogs.
Halftime, we'll send you back to Johnnie Hale Stadium here momentarily for second half action. Let's give you the scores again at the half. Milan leads Westview 22-0. There about a minute to go in the second quarter. South Gibson leads Bolivar 42-0. At halftime, West Carroll 12, Greenfield 0. Halftime, Union City 49, Halls 0. Halftime, Dyersburg 19, Crockett 7. Halftime, Southside 21, Northside 14. It's all Hardin County 41-7 over Liberty. Nashville Christian 28, TCA 0. Davidson Academy leads JCS 42-3. Halftime, Gleason and South Fulton tied at 8. Halftime, Adamsville 17, McKenzie 14. Dyer County leads Kenwood 21-0. Halftime, Henry County 41, Clarksville Northwest 0. Covington leads McNary at the break 20-0. And Lexington leads Chester County 49-7. And of course, last night Peabody beat Gibson County 49-0. Don't forget all the scores coming up after the game. First round, second round playoff matchups. And into November we go. And don't forget, get ready for darkness at 5 o'clock. I can hardly wait on Sunday, Steve.
Yeah, I'm excited about that, too. Got to do the clock back. Got to make sure we get people to church at the right time. Oh, don't mess that up, okay?
You get an extra hour of beauty sleep this weekend?
Nah, you know, look. Let me. Listen, first of all, thank you, sir. I don't need any hours of. You don't need no hours of beauty sleep. Look at you, man.
I need my eyes to rest.
Come on, man. And hey, by the way, we did welcome Brother Paul Tinkle in the house from WCMT.
Paul came down there and gave us a hug. Literally gave us a hug.
You know, now you give me his man, I love you.
Gave me a hug.
Man, I love
Made
that.
my day.
Paul, by the way, let me give him a plug right now, okay? Because, you know, we'll have Milan and Covington in 2 weeks. WCMT and Martin will be doing Westview at South Gibson.
There you go.
Okay, in 2 weeks. So they'll have that game for you folks that are wanting to hear South Gibson. Give me some soccer updates courtesy of Nelson Cunningham, Green Valley Farms.
Dyersburg girls have lost to Livingston Academy. So Livingston Academy beats Dyersburg 2-1. And South Gibson's down right now midway through the second half.
Second half.
3-1.
3-1.
Yeah.
All right, so not good news for our two local schools participating.
Our local schools on this side have trouble going out there and beating those schools in soccer.
Let me pass along a couple of notes for you very quickly. We got a couple to take care of, a couple of housekeeping notes. First of all, number one, for a high school, listen closely now, folks, for playoff football, no tickets will be sold at the high school, no tickets will be sold at the stadium. All tickets are well, help me out. My fan, what is it?
GoFan. All tickets sold on GoFan.
Okay.
It's a little app.
All right, so go to GoFan. That is the only place. Now, that's the Tennessee Secondary School Athletic Association that made that announcement. It's not left up to individual schools. It is the only way you can get tickets.
Only way you
go
get
through GoFan.
And
they're limited.
We will not be streaming the game next week because the TWSAA will not allow us to stream.
Right. Because they do not allow you to do playoff games, and if you're not a member of the North Federation High School Boom Boom Boom, then you cannot. So we are telling you right now, we will be unable to stream the playoff game starting 2 weeks from tonight. I beg your pardon, we're off next week. 2 weeks from tonight. Please don't be mad. It's not the Victory 93-7.
Not our decision.
It's not our decision. We are not allowed to. All right? We cannot do that. So just right now we're telling you, if you want to see the game streamed, you're probably going to have to get a subscription to NFHS. It's $9.95 a month.
Well, they've gone up. It's $10.95 now.
I got $10.95. You got $10.95?
$10.95 a month.
So it's going to cost. And listen, again, we don't regulate that. That's out of our hands. We have nothing to do with that.
The thing is it recurs monthly. If you don't cancel it, between me and you, I had one 2 years ago. I never canceled. I just canceled it today.
Did they bank?
For 2 years. They've been drafting it for 2 years.
All right. It's $10.95 a month. It's the only way you'll be able to see the video of the games is NFHS. And we apologize. Again, we'd love to stream every single game for you. We cannot. We got to follow the rules.
All I'm saying is we can't do it. So
there you go. And I will tell you this. Thank you for all the great comments and the kind words we've received. And I'm going to throw out a plug. Now, go ahead and start blushing. But Bradley Owens has done a great job streaming these games because a lot of times He has had a camera hanging out a window. We were in Bolivar, and I don't know what he was doing with the balancing act with the 2x4 and the chair and the book and everything else he had pulled out of the bag. You have done yeoman's work,
well,
sir.
I appreciate it, but listen, we got a lot of help at the home games as these folks here at Milan, man. Wesley and Jason and Luke and all them and Craig. They help us do it here. That's why it looks so good here, so we appreciate them helping.
Do appreciate those guys, and they've been taking the audio from us, and we appreciate that. But again, we repeat that we will not be able to do that starting with the playoffs because we would be violating a rule, and Bradley and I are against violating anything.
Well, we try to be law-abiding citizens, so we're not going to violate the rule.
I like him. I like him a lot.
It doesn't mean we like it, but we're going to follow him.
So, again, I think that's got you covered. Number one, no football next week because all of us have a bye because Memphis can't play. So we will not have football, and I'm meeting with Bradley and Alicia and Janet. Number two, all right, tickets can only be purchased on GoFan.
GoFan.
That's the only way you can get playoff tickets. They are not at schools. They are not printed. Nothing.
It's all digital. I bought some last week just to try it when I went to the soccer
Digital?
game. All digital.
On your
They'll
phone?
actually scan them at the phone. When you come into the gate, they'll look at them, so you have to have a digital phone. You have to do it that way. They add $1.25 a ticket for processing. But other than that, you're good to go.
You got it.
$5 ticket costs $6.25.
All right, and number three, don't forget, we will not have the streaming of the games and the postseason because we are simply not allowed to. All right?
We can't even pay the fee and do it. Now, used to in the past, we could pay. We could get sponsors and pay $750 or $1,000 to do it. We can't even do that this year. So this will be the last streaming football game of the year.
And that was our game plan.
Oh, yeah, I was going to just pay it and we were stream it.
I'm serious,
I can't even do that.
Because we knew you wanted to see the video, and we were willing to do it because it was that important, and we might have tried to get a sponsor or two for it.
That's what the plan was, but
you
know how plans go sometimes. They don't go to plan, so
not always.
It will be on the radio. You'll have it here, and I'll try to I'll make sure I post a lot of Twitter and a lot of Facebook updates with the score, a lot more than we're doing now. So.
Yep. I will tell you this, and I'm not going to give away any details. The Gibson County Sheriff's Department, they are working a situation in the western part of Gibson County right now, and we'll pass along information on that as the details become available. Paul Thomas is going to be joining us Monday morning at 7. I can assure you of that. But a situation in the western part of Gibson County. We'll just leave it at that, and when we get more details, we'll pass them along. All right?
Good.
All right, Westview will kick it off at the 40. That was a pretty good halftime. We're productive, aren't we?
Oh, yeah, man.
You can tell we did this.
Man, it's a deadly combination back there. Look, Brown and Orlando's back there to receive.
I'm kicking it out of bounds.
I was going to say, I'd kick it right over here at Alabama.
I'm just going to kick it to one of you front guys and say good luck. All right. Okay, we're going to get to see Carver kick it off. Look at that high thing. My goodness, it may bring rain. Down to the 3, 10, 15, 20, 25. Look out, 30, 35, and that is Williamson. Now he's going backwards. Williamson got to the 35. Now, remember, he's got the bad shoulder. Did you see how much height Carver had on that kick?
He got it up there.
My goodness. Now, Carver didn't get into the end zone, and I suspect he probably could if he wants to. But my goodness, he put some height on that thing. And Milan's going on offense, 1st and 10 at the 35, leading it by a score of 22-0. Hey, what about West Carroll leading the regional champ Greenfield 12-0?
Wow.
12-0. West Carroll leading over in Atwood, 12-0 over Greenfield. Well, here come the Dogs at the line of scrimmage at the 35, where it shall be 1st down and 10. Hayden Sullivan in there with Jadarius Easley. 2 receivers left, 1 right, 4-man front for Westview as we begin the second quarter of this one. Handoff to Darius. Jadarius to the 37, gain of a couple, 2nd down and 8. Boy, I'll tell you one thing. He's had a lot of short gains, hasn't he, Bradley, tonight?
Yeah, they've been scared. They knew he was going to get the ball, and they kind of keyed on him a little bit. He had that big run, though, to get the first touchdown.
Boy, Milan to the line in a hurry and ready to snap it, and they do so. Sullivan's going to throw the football out here, and that is almost deflected and then caught by Brown at about the 41. Going to be 3rd down and about 4, Bradley. 3rd down and 4. Sullivan caught it at about the 41, and it will be 3rd down and 4 for the Bulldogs. They'll snap it at the 41, already back to the line of scrimmage.
Up tempo,
Boy,
man.
3 snaps in less than a minute. We're at the 11:08 mark, and they're going to have 3 snaps in a minute, Bradley. Think about that.
Up tempo.
I love that. Easley now moves to the right side of Sullivan. And Sullivan's going to give it to Easley. Easley's going to carry the ball to about the 45. He's right at the 1st down marker.
Hey.
The side judge runs in, and I think they're going to mark it a yard short.
When in doubt, give it to him.
Yeah. They're going to back that up to the 44. Milan fans don't like
They
the
ain't
spot.
I don't think. I thought he had it.
I think it's a bad spot, too. I think
He got to cross that strike.
Oh, yeah. He got to cross the 45, but they back it up to the 44. 4th and 1, Dogs ain't going to think about it for long. They're going for it. 1.5 minutes into the third quarter. People loving Jesus here in quarter number 3.
You want to bet who gets it?
I'm thinking it could be, well, that's not easily back there. Sullivan's going to hang on to it, and
they got it.
First down and 10 across midfield, down to about the 47-yard line, goes Hayden Sullivan. Easley was in the game, but he didn't get it. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs to the Westview 47. That fourth down conversion brought to you by Captain Jack Holland of Captain Jack Holland Marine Corps Detachment. Fourth down conversion. Do you got softball or basketball tomorrow?
Basketball tomorrow. They've got a game at 9 and 12,
right.
so basketball tomorrow.
And our middle school's underway. That's not middle school. That's travel tomorrow.
Travel tomorrow.
All right, first and 10 Bulldogs at the 47-yard line. Sullivan's going to throw it out here. Oh, my goodness, y'all. That was a pick six. He was gone, and he dropped it. I mean, Javian Goins jumped in front of Brown, and Bradley, look. He was gone. Oh, my God. There was no one that was going to catch him. It hit Goins in the chest, and he dropped it.
He's going to see that one in his dreams tonight.
Oh, Goins is going to think, I had a pick
and to add insult to injury, there's a flag, and it's on Martin.
Oh, another chop block against the Chargers. Don't be penalized, y'all. It can happen when you choose the wrong insurance company, when you see those rates keep going up, and up, and then you make a call, and that's not covered, and that ain't either. Go with S&S Insurance. I threw that in there for extra. Scott Massey, Chase Southern, Leah Clark at 686-8334. For all for insurance penalty. Ball spotted all the way down to the 34-yard line of Westview. First down and 10 at the 34. 9:54 remaining in quarter number 3. People loving Jesus. As a matter of fact, Sullivan wants to throw. Going to set up the screen, and it's caught by Orlandis Williamson at the 30. Orlandis 25. Orlandis dives for a mid-down cleaner. First and 10 to the 23-yard line.
I love that little screen.
I love it when they set it up. And that didn't have the big wave of blockers in it. Did you notice that, Bradley? Did you notice there wasn't the blockers? It was almost like get him in the open field.
Yeah.
And it worked. Anthony Brown splits out to the left. Out to the right will go Cam Tharp. Joining him out there will be one Orlandis Williamson. Hayden Sullivan's got to come to the sideline and get the play from Coach Diffie. I told Coach Diffie, I said, I know you call the plays on offense, and that's a great thing, but I love 3 plays and a punt. Sullivan looking. Sullivan's going to throw. Sullivan wants to throw. He's being chased. Now he's going to tuck and run and carries it down to about the 21. He got about 3 before they drive him back, and no one was open, so Sullivan just tucked it and ran with it. Didn't try to force anything. Smart play, Bradley, because, look, right here he's in trouble. He didn't have anybody open, so he just said, I'm going to get what I can.
Just live for the next play. Don't turn it over.
You got it. Live to snap again. Gain of 2. Second down and 8. Milan going to be snapping it at the 22-yard line. 8:57 remaining. This is the opening drive of the second half. As the Bulldogs got it, they deferred after winning the opening toss. Milan up 22-0. Sullivan to Jadarius, and no, Sullivan going to keep it. Sullivan's going to cut it inside. Sullivan carries it down to the 17-yard line. Going to be shy of a first down by 3.
Good fake.
Really good fake. I thought Jadarius had it inside the J Black Hickman Realty red zone, where it is a first down and 10. No, third down and 5. A little bar in your way. You come over here with me, okay? Come on.
Get a little closer.
Third down and about 5. And Hayden Sullivan takes the snap, and Milan moves.
Yep, I'll start.
Somebody moved, and that is going to be a penalty. False start called on the Bulldogs, and don't be penalized choosing the wrong insurance company. Go with S&S Insurance. So, yep. They throw the hanky in there, and they back it up now to almost where the original line of scrimmage would have been at about the 23. Well, it's 3rd and 9, actually. They got to make the 14 for a first down. They'll snap it at the 23. With 8:09, we've almost played 4 minutes of quarter number 3. Sullivan with Jadarius back there with him. Fakes the handoff. Going to throw it out here. Got a man wide open. That's going to be Pearson. Pearson has cut it down at about the 15. He's short, Bradley. They gave him a pretty good spot. Think he is, he's got to get to the 14. He's short, Bradley, by about a half a yard. Got to make the 14, and he's at the 15. 4th down and 1. What you going to do?
I'm giving it to Easley.
Yeah, Easley probably.
I'm saying Easley, get me a yard.
I'm just going to give it to Easley,
please.
if you don't mind. And so Coach Owen says give it to number 26. On 4th down and 1, Dogs definitely going for it. Sullivan and Easley in the backfield. Let's see what transpires. Nope, Sullivan's going to keep it, and they hit him. And
he got it.
Boy, second effort. Good point. Second effort. He got hit in the backfield. Notice they go both times with him on 4th and
short. They like that keeper. They do.
And Sullivan carries it for a 1st and 10 as Milan's in that J. Black Hickman Realty red zone. The Dogs on this opening drive have kept it 5 minutes, and they're still on the move. They're at the 12. They can get a first down at the 2. It is a Midtown Cleaner first down, 10 yards to go.
And Pearson did a good job completing that block because they hit him and had him for the loss there until they got the second effort.
7 minutes remaining. Going in motion is Jadarius, and now Sullivan looking. Sullivan's going to throw it across his body. And complete. Threw it a little behind. Cam Tharp, the intended receiver, just a bit behind him. Had to reach back and look, Bradley. Let's watch. I love this replay, by the way.
He was open.
Oh, he had open. Yeah, look at just a little bit behind him. He had to kind of reach back, yeah. Incomplete, second down and 10 from the 12-yard line. Don't forget, when you go to bed tomorrow, you got to do your clocks back an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want you to be messed up when you go to church. Hand it off to Jadarius. Jadarius inside the 10. Jadarius, look at him battle. Look at him battle down near the 5. And he gets to about the 6, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 3. 3rd and 3 for the Bulldogs. Milan has kept this ball for nearly half of the third quarter.
That's what they wanted to
do. That's it. Yeah. I mean, you keep it over. You're leading 22-0. Take all the time you want. This drive's taken half of this quarter. There's 6.5 minutes remaining, and now you got it 3rd down and about 4. You got to get to the 3, and you're snapping it 3rd down and about 4 for the Dogs. Jadarius back there with Sullivan. Let's see who's going to get it. Sullivan's going to hang on to it. Sullivan cuts it inside. Sullivan got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Sullivan from 7 yards out carries it in for Milan, and the Dogs have struck again. Whoa. And holding Milan, so I do not. Hang on, let me cross that. I was about to write down the touchdown, and I don't get to write down the touchdown. So that, my friends, will be coming back, and that is going to be holding against the Dogs. Holding from the 5. They'll march it back to the 15. So it'll be 3rd down and about 12 from the 15-yard line. So S&S insurance penalty, you can be penalized if you choose the wrong insurance company. Prefer you not do that. Go with S&S insurance, okay? Our live broadcast brought to you by Area Wide Communications. We'll tell you more about them coming up. How many we got?
We've had 250 on there, 242.
All right, they give it to Brown. Now back to Sullivan. Sullivan into the end zone. Touchdown on the halfback. That's beautiful. Used to be called the flea dazzle. Used to be called the flea flicker.
Another flag.
Wait a minute. Milan may have been guilty of another penalty. An eligible man downfield.
Unbelievable. It took away the razzle-dazzle play.
So they pitch it to Brown. He pitches it back to Sullivan. Sullivan throws it downfield to Pearson in the end zone. Milan has had back-to-back touchdowns called back. An eligible man downfield. And they're going to march off 5 yards from what would be the 15. They're going to march it back to the 20. Milan's going to be faced with a 3rd down and about 18. They've almost marked it outside the J. Black red zone. We're going the wrong way.
Let's see if we got another trick play.
Nuts.
I like that one.
That was funny. We're going the wrong way. So Hayden Sullivan looks over at my Coach Diffie and says, well, let's do something that won't draw a penalty. Yeah, we're going to need something that won't draw a yellow hanky. Sullivan, I'm sure, is throwing, and he is. Sullivan fires one down the middle. Dropped. Intended for Pearson. He had it at the 5, and he dropped it. And Milan's probably going to trot the field goal unit out.
I'm punting. Field goal.
That ain't punt if they want
I was like, we got to kick a field goal.
So 5:34 to go, and the Dogs will put a foot into it, and it will be one Ryan Biggs that will be attempting a Trimmer auto body 37-yard field goal. The ball to be spotted at the 27, and to put a foot into it will be Ryan Biggs, a 37-yard attempt. Ball down. Kick is in the air. He missed it. Not enough, and to the right. To the right, no good. Just didn't hit it, and he just didn't hit it. You could tell he didn't hit that ball sweet. So the field goal attempt is no good, and the Dogs, they keep the ball 6.5 minutes and come up empty. And
Well,
had
they
two
ran some
touchdowns.
clock. They ran some clock.
They ran 6.5 minutes off the clock.
They scored 14, but they got them called back.
They scored twice, but both of them were called back. Oh, man, that was – I don't want to say it was funny because it's not funny.
Now
if
the
you're,
ball's on the 20.
And now the ball is back on the 20, and that's where it wasn't a moment ago. They just it's grants the field goal no matter where it is. You spot it at the 20. It's called a touchback in high school. So if you got a great kicker like Carver, he can tip the field goal, and it's going to go to the 20. Well, got it back into the hands of Ty Simpson. Simpson's going to hand it on the end around. 20. Turns and gets to about the 23, and Ballard said, "Now that's about as far as I'm going to let you go." Ooh, he may be hurt. He is. The young man on the end around that was carrying the football for Westview is slow to get up.
He's holding his knee.
And he is holding his right knee. Tackled by Ballard. And they will attend to him, the station, for a quick, and be back here in a moment on the victory, 93-7.
The wait is over. Tyson Foods is now hiring full-time refrigeration maintenance team members at the Humboldt facility. High school diploma or GED required. Vocational school or coursework beyond high school preferred. 1-year work experience in an industrial ammonia HVAC system required. Candidate must be organized and detail-oriented. Tyson Foods offers competitive wages, paid vacations and holidays, excellent benefits package, plus 401k and stock purchase plan. Apply online now at TysonFoodsCareers.com. Tyson Foods is an equal opportunity employer.
Well, they have an injured Westview Charger that is down on the field right now, and they are tending to him, and they are looking at his knee, and boy, you hope the best, but I don't think this is going to be very good for this young man as they continue to look at the knee and work him. The score, Milan leads at 22-0. The Bulldogs took the second half kickoff, drove all the way down into the red zone, down inside the 10, actually scored 2 touchdowns. Both were called back by penalties, attempted a long field goal of 37 yards. It was no good. Milan took, 6.5 minutes off the clock, and then the young man for Westview went down with an injury, and again, they're looking at his knee. He's down at the 22-yard line, and there are a lot of people around him, Bradley. I'm going to say about 10 now that are around him, coaches and all, and they're going to sit him up and carry him up, I think. They've got him sitting up right now, but he was holding his right knee, and they've got him on his feet, and they're going to carry him off. So you can get a number, Bradley, when they swing him around.
I think it's 2.
Okay.
I think
that's JB and Goins.
Yep.
Yeah, that is going to be Goins, and Goins is putting no weight on that leg. So lift up Goins in your prayers when you talk to the Lord tonight, if you would, please, because he is putting 0 weight on that, and that would be tough because Goins is a junior, but he's good. He's the young man that almost had a pick six.
Right.
Had it right in front of him. So now Westview will come to the line with a 2nd down and a half dozen after the end around gained 4 to the 24. And back at it again is Ty Simpson. 5:20 remaining. Simpson in the shotgun. Simpson long count. Now, is he changing the play? I think he did change the play. 2 receivers left, tight right. Simpson wants to throw. Simpson fires it over the middle, incomplete through the hands of the intended receiver. That was Drew Shanklin. Hey, I wonder if he's related. To Bradley and Megan Shanklin to go to Clear Creek.
I don't know.
I have to find that out. That's Lieutenant Shanklin, okay? Incomplete, 3rd down and a half dozen. From the 24 to the 30. So if Westview doesn't get a half dozen, they're going to be punting it away. And Westview's punter has been out here a lot tonight, Bradley. Well, Covington shut out Westview 20.
Milan's shutting them out, too.
44-0 Westview beat them. Milan shutting them out 22-0. Simpson looks like he may have changed it again. Ty Simpson going to hand the football off, and I don't know if I would have changed to that.
Ooh.
I don't think so. On the tackle is Mills. Also there is Seth Robertson. Seth Robertson and Mills team up, and coming up against Skimpish is the ball carrier. That is Keas Taylor.
I bet he just got clobbered.
Keas Taylor is limping as he comes to the sideline. He's going to have to come out of there. And with 4.5 minutes remaining. Who's going to have to punt the football? So far, it has been a scoreless third quarter up to this point. 4:25 to go. Orlando stands at about the 37, and will await the punt. And this guy has hit some rockets tonight. One of them covering 50 yards, and we got a timeout, Westview. We'll take one with them. Timeout is brought to you by Security Bank and Trust. Back after this on the Victory 93.7.
This is Mayor Billy Warren Beasley. The city of Milan and I are wishing the Bulldogs well this year. We've got a brand new stadium and a brand new look, and we are so excited in Milan, Tennessee. So come on out and enjoy the Bulldogs this year. Go Dogs!
Well, the South Gibson Lady Hornets go up to the state tournament again, and Hume Fogg defeats them 3-1 the final. So not good news for South Gibson, not good news for Dyersburg. They fall to Livingston Academy. What was that, Bradley?
2-1.
2-1?
You know, I saw South Gibson and Dyersburg girls play, and if they got beat both like that, those teams up there are
They
good.
must be pretty good.
They were both good.
And, you know, South Gibson and Dyersburg, they basically destroyed people this year in some of their games. And just think about that, y'all. Hume Fogg wins 3-1, and Livingston Academy beat Dyersburg 2-1. But congratulations, South Gibson, a return trip to the state tournament. Again, let's see. Well,
they got nobody back.
Are they going for it? Milan's got everybody here, and Milan assuming they were going to fake it, and they did not, and they punted away, and it actually goes east-west and down to the 45. Milan 1st and 10 at its own 45. I think the Bulldogs, that's not bad. I mean, look, you're up 22-0. You don't have to have a great return, you know, when you think about it. And why not play it safe and just assume, hey, they may be going for it here. Let's bring someone up and not worry about the return. Vic Parkin's down on the field wearing that purple jacket with the orange hat. Was part of the, well, he's got an 11-point lead. And there is no show next Friday morning.
We don't have any games.
Yeah, there's just a very few games to pick, so we will not have the Gibson County Utility District Pick'em show. And Robin will have, though, the West Tennessee scoreboard, Coldwell Banker Crestwell Realty scoreboard next week at 9. Hayden Sullivan, handoff to Darius. Jadarius makes one miss. Jadarius gets wrapped up, but not before he carries a few white shirts with him to the midfield stripe.
You think about the time of possession in the third quarter. Man, Milan's offense has been out there. Martin's defense has been out there a long time.
Yep, they got to be tired. Jadarius carries it for 5 to the midfield stripe, gain of 5, 2nd and 5 as the ball's right on top of the back of the Bulldogs.
Right in front of us on the 50.
Isn't that something? 2nd and 5, 3:40 remaining. The third quarter, people loving Jesus. Fourth quarter coming up, brought to you by Premier Dental. Appreciate Wesley Fountain Place, one of our sponsors, joining us for the game tonight. Hayden Sullivan throws it over the middle, and that is caught by Anthony Brown. He makes one miss at the 40. Anthony gets to the 39, and that's it. 1st and 10, a Midtown Cleaner, 1st and 10. A crossing pattern. Anthony Brown made the reception, caught it at about the 40, then kind of went back a yard, made a man miss, then took it to the 39.
First down.
Midtown Cleaner, 1st and 10. I'm telling you, the total yards of offense in this one is very one-sided.
Oh, it is.
It's got to be lopsided, really. I mean, because Westview really, they just haven't put much together in the form of a drive, have they? Bless them. It is 1st and 10 from Milan at the Westview 39. Westview bringing a whole lot, and Jadarius bringing himself, and that's a whole lot. And they stop him at the line of scrimmage because there's about 8 white shirts over there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10 with 2:59 remaining in the third. At this time, let me see. And there's an injured Westview. Oh, at this time last night, I was driving home from Dyer.
Don't be saying that.
At 8:42, I was on my way home.
The Pioneers will be back.
Oh, listen, at 8:42, I had my PJs on. Oh, no, I'm not saying anything against them. I'm just saying it was a quick game last night.
It was a quick game.
Quick game, and I was, me and Miss Janet drinking hot chocolate, 9 o'clock. I don't know about that, but Cam Tharp checks into the ball game. So Cam is in, and 2nd and 10 from the 39. Clock down to 2:50 in the third quarter. Play clock plenty down to 15. Hayden Sullivan has got Jadarius, brings him on the right side. He's going to throw a screen to him. Nope. Hayden's going to throw a deep ball downfield, and that is a bit of a wounded duck. Anthony Brown went up for it and played defense.
Brown did a good job of coming back and making sure that didn't get picked. He almost caught it.
That turned out to be a little bit of a wounded duck, and it brings up a 3rd down and 10.
Well, he rolled out when he turned. He's kind of running against his body, trying to get set to throw it. That's a tough way to throw it.
Yeah. Now the good news is when you're running that way, you know, you got to put something on it. You're right. Or the bad news in this case, I guess, it ain't easy because it's hard to get a lot on it. So, 3rd down and 10 for Milan. They're at the 39 of Westview with 2:35 remaining. Here in this quarter, they put in motion Jadarius, and they're going to set up a screen. Not to Jadarius. Instead, it's going to go to Williamson, who took it to the 30, a gain of 9, and it's going to bring up 4th and 1 for the Bulldogs from the 30. They got to make the 29.
I think that was Anthony Brown.
Oh, that was Anthony Brown. They had Jadarius, and they were setting up a screen. I thought it was going to be to Jadarius, and with the opposite side. Now let's see if Hayden Sullivan's going to run it. On 4th and short, he's ran it twice. Let's see if he runs it again. Milan looks at the sideline. The Dogs are going to call a timeout, I think.
False start on Milan.
Oh, false start Milan. Someone must have moved, and instead of a 4th and 2, it'll now be 4th and 7. They'll back that up to the 36-yard line. Milan's got to make the 29. S&S Insurance. Don't be penalized choosing the wrong insurance company. Go with S&S Insurance. 686-8334. That's them right in that building there.
Yep.
You can see it from the stadium.
That may change the play call.
I noticed Jessica's wrapped up in the blanket down there. Jessica's celebrating birthday number 30 tomorrow.
Well, happy birthday.
Jessica Heyman. All right, looking to throw. And Hayden Sullivan over the middle. Oh, my. Brown got hit, and he got hit hard. He went up to make the catch. Yeah. While he was Taylor, his feet out from under him.
That's what we don't need.
Oh, my. Went high into the air to make the catch. That 4th down stop is brought to you by Jack Collin, Marine Corps Detachment. And, I pray Brown's okay. He looks okay. Probably one of those where you just got flipped, and you don't know if everything's still attached.
Landed on your head.
And you're thinking, uh-oh.
I think he's all right.
I don't know what just happened, but that hurt. So no scoring here in quarter number 3. Milan drives down, gets a costly penalty, Bradley, that changes the play call. And it'll be Simpson back to the quarterback. The line of scrimmage 36, their own 36. Westview 1st and 10 at their 36. Milan's bringing 6. Simpson says, and I'm going to get 6. Simpson running. Simpson turns the corner, got a yard. Simpson may have got, no, he steps out at the 34. He lost 2. So Simpson lost a couple. Jordan Mills, who had credit for the tackle, knocks him out of bounds. 2nd down and a dozen. Milan's got to make the 46. They snapping it at the 34 with a $1:34 remaining in quarter. I say Milan. Martin, 2nd down and 12 with 1:34 to go in the 3rd. You know what would taste really good right now? A blizzard. And our friends in Lexington. 2nd down and 12. Handoff. Trying to turn the corner. Milan's got it strung out pretty good. That didn't work.
Nope.
No gain on the play. I mean, a host of Bulldogs over there. Ballard, one of them, came up and made the play. Seth Robertson to the vicinity as well. So was Mills. So was Barham. It was all of them.
It was a bunch of them.
It was all of them. It was all 12.
6 of them over there.
It was all 15 of them, and there's only 11 on the field. So it is 3rd down and a dozen for Westview, or they're going to punt it away again.
How many first downs have they had?
Bradley, I think maybe 2 or 3.
Not many.
Maybe 2 or 3. Not many. I don't know if they've had back-to-back first downs in this game. Do you think? Have they had back-to-back?
I don't remember.
It is 3rd down and a dozen. And Westview's fortunate that, oh my goodness, Milan's bringing a half dozen. They're going to set up the screen, and it is incomplete.
He didn't even have time to throw the screen.
No, he didn't. Ashton Carter was the intended receiver on the screen. Now, if they would have, oh boy, Ty Simpson's slow to get up, by the way. But if they would have got the ball to Carter,
he had about 30 yards.
Oh my goodness, listen, they had it set up perfect, but Simpson's backpedaling, trying to throw it from his 10 and trying to get the ball to the 30-yard line. It's tough. Oh my goodness. 4th down and a dozen. 45 seconds to go. Westview's going to punt it away to the young man that stands at the 33. His name, Orlandis Williamson, the cousin of Avery Williamson, who plays for the Jets. Kick is away, and it's a line drive and a bullet. Bounces at the 30, inside the 25. It goes inside the 20 and will be down at the 19. That's a good job of flipping the field.
He can kick, man. He is a good punter.
Well, he's had a lot of work at it.
A lot of work at it tonight.
He's honed his skills, ain't he, Luke? I think it's about punt number 10. And Milan goes on offense 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Basketball tomorrow, huh? That's one of your favorite songs,
Yes,
isn't it?
sir. I got some ball games tomorrow.
Robin Coode's got the Caldwell Banker Crestwell Realty Scoreboard Show coming up after this one. He'll have I'm going to use the term plethora of scores. And looks like in a quarterback will be Hayden Sullivan. I thought I saw Brown, but Brown's going to split out, actually. There is Hayden and at QB. Jadarius will be back there in the backfield with him. Let's see if he gets it. He does. And he bounces it to the 20, to the 25, knocked off his feet at the 27, gain of 8, 2nd down and 2. So 2nd down and a deuce. Jadarius just powers his way, and Milan does not have to snap it again and may choose not to. Let's see. With 15 seconds on the third quarter clock, Milan's at the line of scrimmage ready to snap it with 10. And Hayden Sullivan in the shotgun. Jadarius back there again on 2nd and 2, and they do get it off just before the clock goes, and it will be a 1st and 10.
There's a hold.
And a yellow flag comes in. That's going to be a hold against Milan, and they're going to back that up 10 yards from the 27. That'll back it up to the 17-yard line. Don't be penalized choosing the wrong insurance company. Go with S&S Insurance. Scott Massey, Chase Southern, or Leah Clark.
Are they going to call a stop block again? This is the 3rd time they've called this on Westview.
Well, now, somebody's doing something illegal.
They sure
I
are.
beg your pardon. It is not a hold. It's a chop block against Westview, so we'll march it off the other way from the 27 to the 42, and that's the end of the third quarter. People loving Jesus, Premier Dental fourth quarter coming up after this on the Victory 93-7.
It's that time of year again. School is back in full swing and football season is finally here. Carroll Bank & Trust is proud to support the Milan Bulldogs and wish the entire team the best of luck this season. For all of your banking needs, from a Casasa checking account to future loans, we hope you look to us at Carroll Bank & Trust. Carroll Bank & Trust, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Online at carrollbank.com. Casasa and Casasa Cashback are both trademarks of Bankview Ltd., both registered in the USA.
Yeah. I'm telling you what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to call the law. Thank you very much, Robin Coot.
I can't wait to hear this.
Well, listen, it's the 3rd chop block, and the Westview coaching staff is talking to the official about it, but you don't benefit yourself on defense if you dive down because you're not up making a tackle. I mean, what good does it do you to dive down at someone's feet? I'm not making sense, probably.
No, you're making sense. I just don't know. I'm confused by how they're called.
On offense. On offense, yeah, you're taking a man out.
That's how you, especially on a block.
Yeah, you take a man out is what you do. But on defense, it serves no purpose. Milan's got a 1st and 10 at its own 47-yard line. 12 minutes on the clock. Fourth quarter brought to you by Premier Dental. Give it to Jadarius or Hayden. Just keep it. 50, 45, 40. 1st and 10. Hayden Sullivan takes it all the way to the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. 1st down and 10 for the Bulldogs. So a scoreless third quarter, even though Milan scored 2 touchdowns. But they were called back.
Those called back.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 yards to go for the Bulldogs. The ball resting right on the 40, and we have played 15 seconds. Vic Parkins kicks a piece of cardboard out of the way. No, they actually hold that up to show a play.
Yeah, that's one of the defensive
Wait a minute,
calls.
Vic. Hey, wait a minute, Vic. It'll be 1st and 10 to the 40. Uh-oh. Hayden Sullivan drops it, and Milan's 5th fumble that they have recovered. Milan has had 5 fumbles they've recovered. That'll make you say good googly moogly, won't it?
At least they've got them all back.
Every one of them. And it's going to be a loss all the way up 6 yards back to the 46-yard line. 2nd down and 16. We have played una momenta, 1 minute, here in quarter number 4. Milan 22, Westview nothing. And really, Westview should be fortunate it's that close, because Milan truly has dominated this game, leading 22-0. Sullivan trying to keep it in traffic, gains a yard to the 45. Ran into the back of one of his own men, then a Westview player wrapped him up. Gain of 1, and a Westview Charger slow to get up for Westview now, and he's down, and a Charger is injured.
Ashton Carter.
Ashton Carter is the injured Charger, trying to get to his feet. He sits back up as he is in pain. The ball's at the 45-yard line, so it was a gain of actually 1 making it 3rd down and 15, and the young man is on his feet and he's trotting off. So Ashton Carter, the 6-foot junior, so you'll know, Milan and Martin would not be in the same region next year. Again, if you have not heard, Milan is going 4A next year. They have elected to bump up, even though their enrollment side is 3A. They're doing basically what Alcoa's done all these years. Alcoa's been a 2A school, but they play 3A. And Milan is going to be a 3A school now playing 4A. A lot less travel with that. Peabody, we have been told, hasn't been confirmed, is going to be a single-A school and play a single-A region. A lot less scheduling if you say single-A. Sullivan fakes the handoff. Sullivan's going to throw. Sullivan's going to be pressured. He gets rid of it. He got hammered and incomplete. And Sullivan got decked, and the guy that decked him helped him up.
He picked him up.
Isn't that nice? 4th down, and Milan's going to punt it away. So the Bulldogs will punt it away. So Milan has dominated the possession clock in the second half, but just can't get anything in the end zone. Well, no, wait a minute. That's not true. They got it in the end zone twice, but they were called back. Heater works in the new press box.
It does.
Can you feel it?
Because we got the windows open.
Are you toasty?
I feel fine.
Luke's toasty. Are you toasty? So Milan will punt it away. And the kick is away, and it's off the side of the foot, and is going to bounce at the 28, and Milan's going to down that football at the 26-yard line. Westview 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. So with 10:29 remaining in the football game, 22-0, Milan's going to go back on the defensive side, and that's going to bring out, once again, Ty Simpson. How did the first matchup go between South Gibson and Westview? Hang on. 26-19. Pretty close game. One touchdown game.
Up there at Martin. That was the one where, between me and you, South Gibson got off to the big lead. And then Martin in the 4th kind of came back.
That's right. That's right. You got it. But the first meeting was 26-19, and they meet 2 weeks from tonight. That's right. He got a mind like an elephant. Ty Simpson hands it off for a gain of about a yard from the 26-27.
Nope. That was 6. That's Jordan Mills.
Mills again on the tackle. You know who has not won our Jeff Morris L.A. Realty Player of the Game?
Tell me.
This year? Hayden Sullivan is not. He might be getting that tonight. 2nd down and 9 after a gain of 1. Westview taking quite a bit of time. Clock is going to be at 10 minutes and under 10 minutes when they get this snap-off remaining in the football game. And unless Westview can mount one heck of a comeback, the Bulldogs of Milan are going to be 9-1, Bradley. Uh-oh. Sullivan's just going to fling it in the vicinity of a receiver. Well, not really that far from him.
I'm glad
he's got arm
because
strength.
he was wide open.
Yeah. I'm telling you, Sullivan's got arm strength. Did you see him just flick that ball out to the 45?
Simpson,
I'm sorry.
That's okay, man.
I mean, Simpson just flipped that thing out to the 45. My goodness, 3rd and 9. On a chilly night, here's a 3rd down and 9 for Westview with 9:39 remaining. Union City has beat Halls 56-0. We've got a quote from someone on the Halls team that said, I'm glad this season over. So a 3rd down and 9. Simpson looks like he may have come to the line, changed the play a bit. I doubt they're running it, and...
Well, they are. It didn't work.
And they're running it.
Tucker Lockhart.
Lockhart with a tackle in the backfield, a loss of a couple of yards, and Westview will punt it. So Westview elects not to throw it on 3rd down and 9, down 22-0.
Trying to catch them off guard.
Maybe. We thought they
were going to throw it.
They haven't yet. And so Westview will have it 4th down and 12. And
maybe they knew what we knew. Oh, they're punting.
You got it. On that series going -2. And Orlando stands at his own 42. 22-0, 9 minutes remaining in the football game. And I don't know what happened on that snap, but it hit one of the up people, and he still got it off. And it says, my goodness, it rolls all the way to the 31-yard line. The snap hit one of the guys blocking in front of the punter.
Great play.
The ball lands. Okay, watch. The ball hit one of the guys that was blocking up front. The punter picks it up and kicks it
He
down.
got a good punt off.
All the way to the 31 of Milan. I've seen it. Hey, listen, if Westview does the star of the game and it's not the punter, someone ain't doing the right thing.
That's true.
Westview's star of the game is the punter. I mean, that guy's kicked 160 yards. That in itself was a thing of beauty. And his legs got to be tired. He has kicked a ton. Golly. Hayden Sullivan into shotgun, and he's going to run it to the 31, and ooh, that wasn't very Christian. Wow. Got him a yard to the 32-yard line, 2nd down and 9. Well, credit the Chargers, Bradley. They're still battling hard.
Yeah, they're still playing hard.
Played Milan even in this second half. Well, only on the scoreboard. I'm going to be real honest. That's the only place this has been
Milan
even.
just had the ball so much, man.
Oh, the time of possession's got to be brutal. I mean, I don't have the stats, but I'm going to look for them if I can. I want to know how many punts and what the time of possession was, because Westview's had a ton of 3-and-outs. Hayden Sullivan, 2nd down, 8, and
whistles.
I believe we might have a false start or someone in the neutral zone, but it probably is not all of the above. The official tells the other official, put the white hat, exactly what transpired. If it's a chop block and we didn't get the snap off, well, you can't be offside. You can have a false start on offense, but you cannot.
I saw him kind of change.
Okay. You have an offside. There you go. False start against the Bulldogs. Don't be penalized choosing the wrong insurance company. Go with S&S Insurance, 686-8334. The white hat winds the clock. 8 minutes remaining in the football game. Milan up 22-0. Hayden's going to hand that football off. I believe that's Jadarius that lowers his head, and when he does, it's going to be a painful end.
He got some of it back.
Back to the 35-yard line where it'll be 3rd down and 6.
Manageable.
3rd down and a half dozen. Out of the ball game for the Bulldogs, we'll check. 1, Fisher Jones. Milan will put Cam Tharp far left. Anthony Brown down here below us. And Hayden Sullivan says, I'm throwing it. Throws a deep ball that is not going to be caught. Led Mr. Brown just a little bit too much. And it will be 4th down and a half dozen. And Milan will go 3-and-out and give the ball back to Westview. That was a quick possession.
It was one of the quicker ones.
7.5 minutes remaining in this football game.
Aided by the penalty.
It is 9:01 at WTKB Atwood Milan. Legal with the Federal Communications Commission.
Yeah, we like to stay legal.
Got to do that on the top of the hour. High snap, brought down, kick is away off the side of the foot, but still going to get a pretty good roll out of that. 35, down to the 30, and a couple going at it on the blocking side of things. That's what I like to see. Tanner Norwood was doing some blocking, and Quez Taylor was blocking against him. Milan's going to have it 1st and 10. Or check that. Westview will have it 1st and 10. And Simpson will be back on the field with his offense again at the 30-yard line.
7:21 to go in the ball game. Milan leads it 22-0.
Bulldogs are off next week. Westview is off next week. South Gibson and Covington are off next week. Did I mention Peabody, Union City, McKenzie, and Adamsville are off next week? A whole lot of people off next week.
Steve Covington has won their game 29-0 over McNary.
We're off next week.
You and I are off next week.
Friday night off.
Yep. Robin's going to do the Coldwell Banker Crestwell Realty Scoreboard Show at 9. Ty Simpson brings his troops to the line, and Milan just gave him a 5-free. Got the momentum going, and Jalen Walker couldn't get it going back.
Well, that's all right, Jalen.
Don't worry about it, big fella. What's his nickname? He's got a nickname.
Is it Panda?
No, it's not Panda.
Which one? What is he?
Hang on. What's Jalen's nickname? Jalen's got a nickname. What's Jalen's nickname? Pookie. That's it. Pookie.
Okay. I knew it was something like that.
Pookie.
I'm not calling him that. Look, he's over here doing push-ups. Look at it.
Oh, my goodness. He's upset with himself. Man, bless his heart. Oh, come on. You ain't got to do that many. Okay. 1st down and 5. Fires it over the middle. Caught 1st and 10. Westview, one of their few first downs in the ball game, as Simpson puts it on the money at the 43-yard line. Did you see the zip on that thing?
I was watching Pookie do push-ups. I did not see it.
Pookie's tired. I'm tired watching him. It is a 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line for Westview with 7:10 remaining. So Westview with the football. They have been shut out once this year by Covington 44-0, and Milan is shutting them out 22-0. And Simpson puts the brakes on, now turns upfield and gets back to the line of scrimmage and may have even got a little bit more. Right at the line of scrimmage, so no gain. Bless his heart, that brother just ran 30 yards and gained nothing. I mean, he scrambled, he ran for about 30 yards, and he didn't get anything. Second down and 10 from the 43. 6:52 to go.
We got the orange card back.
Okay, good. Oh, my goodness. Now, look at Pookie standing there on one of our sponsors, the Carroll Bank and Trust. Second down and 10 from the 43. Simpson in the gun, 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. He's going to throw, fires a bullet, caught at the 50, and
short.
Go be about a yard short, Bradley. He turns, try to get upfield, actually out at the 49. Second down and 2, or is it 3rd and 2? 3rd and 2. Third down and a couple. Westview may run here on 3rd down and 2.
They haven't last couple times.
With 6:47 now, 3rd and 9 they ran a few minutes ago. What are we going to do? I say Simpson keeps it and runs.
Dyersburg's up big on Crockett, 40-14, 6 to go.
40-14, Dyersburg leads Crockett. So that's going to put Crockett on the road next week. And Ripley, number 2 in that region. Wow. Simpson on 3rd and short is going to throw. Now he's going to run. No, he is going to throw. Got a man open. Caught out of bounds. 1st and 10. Back-to-back first downs for Westview, maybe the first time tonight.
Yep, he has created some time, man. His legs gave him a little bit more time. He's able to complete that pass.
Gardner Anderson on the reception. And it will be 1st and 10 for Westview at the Milan 40-yard line, 6:40 to go. So 1st down and 10 for Westview, 3 left, 1 right. Or vice versa. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Simpson in the gun again, and Milan brings only 4, and they're setting up the screen, and look out, 40, 35-30. Knocked out of bounds at about the 20, where are they going to spot that, 25? 1st down and 10. Who made the reception? Or who made the tackle, Bradley?
Devontae Robertson knocked him out of bounds.
On the reception, Ashton Carter, who went out earlier with an injury, carries it to the 25. 1st and 10. 3 back-to-back-to-back first downs by Westview.
Their best series here of the whole game.
So Ty Simpson gets 3 consecutive first downs, 3 right, 1 left. Ty's going to fire a bullet. Caught. First down to about, it's going to be shy of the first down by about 3 yards. Steps out of bounds at about the 19, and it'll be 2nd down and about 4. Well, back into the ball game comes Pookie.
Jalen's coming back in there.
Jalen Walker back into the ball game. And also on that line with him is Austin Jackson. That's 360 and 260 respectively. That's a pretty good size by them 2 guys. I wouldn't run that side with 6.5 minutes to go in the ball game. 4th quarter brought to you by Premier Dental. Simpson's going to hand the football off, and running the ball has not worked. I mean, they have not run the... I don't get it.
Tucker Lockhart.
Tucker Lockhart with a tackle. Loss on the play of about 3. 3rd down and 7. South Gibson wins 49-6. Congratulations. Great year for the Pioneers. 7-2.
The Hornets?
I'm sorry, the Hornets, my bad.
That's why I got you, man.
Thank you, my brother. Hornets win 49-6, finish 7-2, number 2 in the region, and 4-1 in the region with a 49-6 win. Simpson wants to throw on 3rd and 7. Throws it, got a man open, caught 1st and 10 at about the 13 in the J Black red zone. J Black Hickman Realty red zone, in fact, at the 13, and 5:47, and when they spot the ball, Westview 4 consecutive first downs on this drive. So Westview has stringed 4 first downs together. Simpson going to throw again. Pressure coming. They set up the screen to the 10, to the 5. Did he get in? He did. Touchdown to Westview from 13 yards out. The Chargers of Westview have scored as Simpson connects from 14 yards out. That, my friends, was an impressive drive. You know it?
Yep. They were able to just make some short passes and get down the field. You're right. They got the score.
So 5:32 to go in the fourth quarter, and Westview is tallied. They'll go for 2 in a 22-6 ball game, now down by 16. So they know they're within 2 possessions, and Westview elects to go for 2 with, I might add, the best kicker, him in Lexington in West Tennessee. Now, they could easily go for 1 here and make it 22-7, but they will go for 2 to make it 22-8 and a 14-point game. In the shotgun would be 1 Simpson with 5:32 to go. In motion, they'll load up the left side. Simpson wants to throw, and that's going to be a fade pattern in the corner. That was going to be out of bounds, incomplete. And I don't quite understand the thinking there. An extra point's going to make it a 15-point game, right? I guess you got to go for 2 eventually, right, is what they're thinking?
Yep.
So 22-6, Milan leads it back after this 30 on the victory, 93-7.
In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance. Someone you can call when bad stuff happens. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Call Cresswell Agency in Milan today, 686-8241.
Welcome back. Robin Coots got the Caldwell Banker Cresswell Realty Scoreboard Show. I'm in the booth with Axel Rose for crying out loud.
Let me just say real quick, I wanted to mention this, that the Milan Stadium blankets are restocked. You're able to get those. It says, can you mention Jessica or any Rotary member has these for sale as a Rotary fundraiser? I can do that.
Is that the blanket?
That's the blankets. I just put them on the Facebook
Would you
page.
give me one
you
for
can go
Christmas?
there and see it. I shared Logan Watson's thing. Go there and get you a stadium blanket. There you go. Timeout, Milan.
Milan's going to call a timeout, and probably because they're expecting the onside kick, and they want to make sure they got the right personnel out there, and they're going to be lined up in the right spot. And I suspect that is the reason the Bulldogs here are going to call the timeout. Oh, man. I'm amazed that Jessica Heyman and Jacob Heyman have made it this long, and they're still to the game. No, not made it this long. No, I mean, marriage is fine.
Wait a minute, man.
Marriage is fine. I'm talking about
stadium blankets. They're warm down there.
Yeah, that's right. They probably got one for the Rotary Club. But, man, they're still here, braving the elements. That means Greenlee and Charlie's with Nana at home. One of the two's probably asleep. They both may be asleep. I'm sure I'll get a text on that, and I'll find out that is not the case. Robin has sent me a final. Covington has won their game tonight, 29-0 over McNary. So Covington wins it over McNary, 29-0. Covington's pitched a few shutouts this year. They shut out this Charger team. Man, they do. 44-0. They put 4 touchdowns on the board tonight.
Here comes the onside.
So Covington will be here in 2 weeks. And we'll be checking those free and reduced in Tipton County. Make sure everybody's okay there. It's all about investigations. Yeah, they're going for the onside. Here we go. And there, it's a bullet, and good catch. That is a little bit too hard. You usually, J.T. Carver probably didn't kick a lot of onside kicks, but
good hands, Trey Spinks.
You want to try to get a big hop, and there just wasn't a hop. It was a bullet right at Spinks, and Spinks fielded it, and Milan's going to have it at the right around the midfield stripe, actually at its own 48-yard line. West Carroll 33, Greenfield 14. What a huge win.
Thank you, Coach Glisson.
For West Carroll.
Coach Glisson checking in with us.
Coach Glisson.
Appreciate that, Coach.
Appreciate Coach Glisson. Absolutely. West Tennessee scoreboard coming up. Caldwell Banker Cresswell Realty. We'll have a quick post game. With 5:32 to go, Milan up 22-6. Not over yet. Dogs got to move and get a first down or two, needless to say. That means it's time for Jadarius. And there goes Hayden Sullivan, 50. Hayden Sullivan brought down at the 47, gain of 5, 2nd and 5. Now, I will say this. When Jadarius hits somebody, Jadarius still keeps going forward. A lot of times when Hayden gets hit,
he's the quarterback.
And the
That's
reason,
okay.
Here's the reason.
Hey, he's tougher than me.
Okay, 5'9", 165 as opposed to 5'10", 190. Okay, a big difference now. Injured Westview Charger, looks like a cramp maybe?
I think so.
Boy, chilly night to have a cramp, ain't it?
I ain't got any.
Yeah, I haven't.
Luckily, I hadn't pulled a cramp up here.
Yeah, you okay?
Box yet.
You all right?
Yeah,
you don't need no thermal.
Hanley's a little tight.
You want me to give you a spray of thermal works and you can rub on that hammock? Okay. All right. While they tend to him, let me just give you a few of the finals. Union City has defeated Halls by a score of 56-0. Covington a winner over McNary by a final score of 29-0. They're not asleep yet. Look, Bradley, they're still awake at home.
Look at that.
Greenlee and Charlie still awake, having a big time at the house. They helped the young man off. That would be Ashton Carter. Carter was the injured Charger that they help off the field. Now, they'll need him back out there, especially for defense. That's a given. Gain of 5 by Hayden Sullivan. 2nd and 5, 5:20 to go. Start the clock and let her rip Tater Chip. Sullivan's going to give it to Jadarius. Jadarius is going to make one man miss, another man miss. First down and 10 to the 35. That's a nice run, about 12 yards for Jadarius. The Midtown Cleaner, 1st and 10. Orlandis bothered by that shoulder. Look at that.
We got to get him out.
Yeah, Orlandis' shoulder's bothering him, and he's coming out of there. You know, Orlandis has the bad left shoulder, and he is just playing through the pain. And Williamson will check out of there for the Dogs. So Milan looks over to the bench, and they're probably going to use a lot of clock, Bradley, between each snap.
They need to. Just run this down. Under 5 minutes to go. 13 still on the play clock.
Both teams got 2 timeouts left. Milan leads 22-6. 4:52 remaining. Hayden Sullivan's going to hand that ball off to Jadarius, who takes it inside the 30, down to about the 27-yard line. Nice gain for Jadarius. That'll be about a gain of 8. Bring up 2nd down and a couple of yards. That was Pearson. I'm sorry. My bad. Isaiah Pearson on the carry for the Bulldogs.
That's the final on the West Carroll Greenfield.
What was the final again?
33-14. Thanks, Coach Clifton.
33-14.
Coach Clifton sending football scores. Look at that.
What's gotten into him? West Carroll wins at 33-14. That's a big win for the War Eagles over the region champs. Greenfield had already been named the region champs after the forfeit over Lake County. 4 minutes now remaining. 2nd down and 1. And Jadarius 25. Jadarius 20. Jadarius down to the 16-yard line inside the J. Black Hickman Realty red zone, where it'll be a first down, 10 yards to go for the Bulldogs at the 17-yard line.
You'll get a big dose of Jadarius on this one.
Probably on a couple of maybe 3 handoffs. I suspect you might be right.
Look at Barham coming into the ball.
Barham's in on offense.
You can tell when he comes in.
Yeah. Well, how about that? So A.J. Barham checks into the game.
He ever carry the ball?
He's about to.
I'd love to see him carry
Yeah, you're about to see him. He is 6'3", 220. I've always wanted to be 2 things in life. 6'3" and 220.
I'm 6'3" and at least 220.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Barham's going to carry it. Barham's going to get wrapped up at about the 23 and about the 17. No gain. He got wrapped up and knocked out of bounds. His forward progress will keep the clock running at 3:22 and counting because they wrapped up the forward progress. Hey, give him a yard. We're going to give him 1 yard to the 16 with 3:13 remaining. 6'3", 220?
At least.
Oh, my goodness. Milan looks over to the sideline. 22-6. Bulldogs up by 16. They're driving, and with 2:55 to go, up by 2 possessions, and this is going to be Hayden Sullivan on the carry. Hayden's going to carry it inside the 15. Hayden gets it down to the 14. That's going to be a gain of about 3 and set up a 3rd down and about a half dozen as Milan can let this move all the way down to the 2-minute mark before snapping it again. Your 4th quarter brought to you by Premier Dental, which means it's time to start the recap.
Here we go.
First quarter, 2:42, easily 17-yard run, made it 17-0. In the second, 6:54, it was a 26-yard pass. Sullivan to Townsend, 14-0. A big 1:56 to go in the second. Sullivan to Brown, what a catch in the end zone. But the 2-point conversion, priceless. Drew Smith threw the 2-point conversion, 22-0. And we'll get to the Westview score in a moment as they're going to snap this one to Anthony Brown at the 2-minute mark. Anthony is going to hang on to it to the 10. Anthony, first down or right at the first down marker at about the 8th. While they size that up, Simpson for the 14-yard touchdown pass, 5:32, made it 22-6. And Westview is going to call a timeout because it is 4th and 2 and Westview will burn one with $1:53 to go. We're back after the timeout on the Victory, 93-7.
Here's your other finals tonight, Steve, real quickly. West Carroll's beat Greenfield 33-14. Union City 56 Halls, nothing. Dyersburg wins 47-14 over Crockett. Hardin beats Liberty 54-7. Nashville Christian 50, TCA nothing. Davidson Academy 52, JCS 10. Henry County has won 48-0. And Lexington beats Chester County 49-14. And Brewston is in the playoffs. They beat McEwen 21-7, Steve.
All right, so Brewston's going to the playoffs. Playoffs? Brewston wins over McEwen 21-7. It was Covington over McNary 29-0. Henry County beat Clarksville Northwest 48-0. Davidson Academy over JCS 52-10. Nashville Christian over Trinity Christian 50-0. Dyersburg beat Crockett 47-14. That means Dyersburg's won over Crockett. Check this out. All right, Haywood 1, Ripley 2 with a home game. Ripley home game. When's the last time Ripley's at a home game in the playoffs? Man, that's great. I think that's awesome for them. I think Dyersburg 3 and Crockett 4. All right, so Milan on 4th down and a deuce is going to go for it with one. Anthony Brown taking the snap, looking for a little place to run. Got it as he dives down to the 6. And that'll be a 1st down and goal, and the Dogs can snap it twice. Westview can stop it one time, and the Bulldogs take it down to the 6. Where it'll be in the J-Black red zone. By the way, let me go ahead and name our star of the game, the Jeff Morris, LA Realty star of the game. One Hayden Sullivan's had a great game.
Oh, yes, sir.
You know, and we're going to put a special, if it's okay, Bradley. Drew Smith's going to get an honorable mention for the 2-point conversion pass.
There you go.
Can we do that?
There you go, Drew.
Hey, he's a neighbor. And so, way to go, Drew. All right, Anthony Brown stays in the ball game with Jadarius. $1:20 remaining now in the football game. And Jadarius going to get the call. Jadarius going to get to the line of scrimmage and has his legs knocked out from under him there. No gain on the play. Westview burns their last time out. We'll keep it here, Robin. 22-6. Westview can stop it one more time. They cannot stop it anymore. That's it. That's their final timeout. Hey, let me hit a couple of our name mention sponsors. Appreciate the Animal Hospital of Milan, Dr. A.G. and the folks. Hey, don't forget, Sparky and Frisky got to be taken care of for the holidays if you go out of town. Yeah, you can't leave them by themselves.
Take them with you.
Or take them with you. But make sure they have their shots before they go at the Animal Hospital of Milan. Also, Jim Ballou Beasley, Milan Tire and Brake. Jim Ballou, you're going to be getting the probably the Nissan of Jacobs one day next week. I got to get that up to you, I promise. We got a little rotation and oil change thing got to get done. Family Pharmacy says we got a new coach, we got a new field, and we got a new pharmacy in Milan. It is Family Pharmacy behind McDonald's. Shady Tent at Three-Way. Even though you might have a 20-degree day, your car still gets hot. Shady Tent and Milan Supreme Muffler. Mr. Reagan and the folk making it possible.
There you go.
Just some of our sponsors.
Thank you all.
Appreciate all of them. All right. Westview cannot stop it anymore, which means Milan could actually take back-to-back knees here and in the football game if they chose to. That will not happen in 2 weeks.
I don't think they're going to.
If that situation arises. If this was... Anthony Brown puts a man in motion. Anthony's going to hand the football off. And Orlandis is going to get in the end zone touchdown for the Bulldogs. That is a 7-yard touchdown run by Orlandis Williamson. So Orlandis carries it into the end zone, touchdown, so the shoulder must be feeling a bit better, right?
Yes, sir.
Chapel Hill Baptist Church touchdown makes it 28-6, makes it look better.
Always feeling better when you get a touchdown.
You got that right. And the extra point forthcoming. One Addison Caldwell going to check in on the extra point. Out of the hold of Andy Westbrooks, the punter. Andy, get that thing going. That's a great job by Westbrooks getting that ball up and set.
Yep.
Great job. Milan has tallied the kickoff and the last 1 minute 6 on the Victory, 93-7.
Sports are a way of life in our community, and we all know the best way to ensure a win is to have a great team. That is why Security Bank and Trust Company is committed to supporting local sports. When you team up with Security Bank and Trust Company, you're fostering the competitive spirit of our local athletes. As much as athletic competition is a cornerstone of our area, so is Security Bank and Trust Company. We invite you to join our team by visiting one of our branches or online at securitybanktn.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Well, the Bulldogs of Milan lost their first game to Peabody, which seems like it was a long, long time ago, on a warm summer afternoon in the month of August 20th, on a Thursday night. Lost 34-13 to Peabody. The following week was scheduled to play Collierville and won by forfeit because of COVID-19. And then Milan rolls off 8 consecutive wins. South Gibson, Lexington, Bolivar, Huntington, Covington, McNary, Harding County, and tonight the Westview Chargers. Milan up 29-6. Short kickoff, fair catch made at the 30. Westview can choose to run a couple of plays. Milan fans, a lot of fans saying, we're headed to the exits.
Headed for the heater.
I don't blame them. Hey, man, congratulations on a great year for South Gibson soccer. Unfortunately, it comes to an end tonight in the state tournament. Hume Fogg wins it by a final score of 3-1. Congratulations to Dyersburg on a great year in soccer, but unfortunately that came to an end as they lost to Livingston Academy by a final score of 2-1. All right? So, we'll get us a snap or two. Let's see if they chose to want to throw the football with Simpson or just hand it up and bring this thing to an end. Bradley, let's see. Yeah, they're going to throw it. Throw one here. That ball's going to be caught at the 35, and good googly moogly. I mean, that is absolutely putting it on him. Caught over the reception, and Parham was in there on the tackle, and he let him know he was in the vicinity.
50 seconds.
50 seconds remaining, second down and 5. Looking to throw again. The fine quarterback Westview's got a man open, caught at the 40 to the 45, and it's going to be game tackling at the 45. It's going to be a first down and 10, but a lot of Bulldogs in on the tackle. Westview hurries to the line of scrimmage as they set the chain markers at exactly 30 seconds. They spiked the ball, and they didn't even have the clock going to the chain markers. It was at 30, and Westview quickly spikes it, and it'll be second down and 10 from the 46 with 30 seconds remaining. This could very well be our longest game we've had this year. It is 9:25. My goodness, I was in bed. I was asleep last night. I was already asleep. I'd watched a few minutes of The Big Bang Theory and went to sleep.
I love that show. That's a great show.
You can learn a lot of crazy things on that show.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody watching online tonight on the Facebook.
At one time, we got to what?
It was up to about 250. It's 207 now, so we appreciate all y'all watching online tonight and listening to us.
Do want to remind you that our next broadcast will be right here in this stadium 2 weeks from tonight. Covington will come to town, second round of the playoffs. Looking to throw the deep ball. No one there. Incomplete. The receiver cut the route off at the 40, and the ball landed at about the 30, so probably weren't on the same page. That took 4 seconds. Third down and 10 from the 46. And it had something. Third down and long.
Unless you get some extra work in, they're going to have a game next 2 weeks from now over at South Gibson in the playoffs. So just getting some work in. This one's decided, but just trying to get a couple plays in here.
Right. Ty Simpson brings the troops to the line. He'll get 2 more snaps at it with 26 seconds to go. He trails 29-6 to the Bulldogs of Milan. Ty's got 3 receivers right, 1 to the left, and Ty's rolling to the right. Ooh, he just got rid of it, and he got decked from behind, and that is a late hit. I totally agree with that. That is the right call. Listen, whether you're a fan or not, listen, that is obviously the right call. Because the ball had left his hand about 2 full seconds before Isaiah got him, and that's going to be roughing the passer. SNS Insurance, don't be penalized, choosing the wrong insurance company. Go with SNS. And an injured Charger on the field at the 44-yard line. That is not the quarterback, by the way, who was part of the late hit. So they're tending to him, and while they tend to him, let me tell you what we got going on. First of all, we'll have a little bit of football 2 weeks from tonight. But Tuesday night, Bradley, what are we going to be doing Tuesday night, Bradley?
Election coverage.
That's what I'm talking
about. You know why we
about.
do it that night? Because that's election night.
Because that's election night.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it, man.
That does have a lot to do with it. But, yeah, we've got tonight going on. And we'll start our coverage at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock is when we'll get the coverage underway.
I'll be there right at 7. Got all game. I'll be there.
Pizza.
Well, I'll try my best.
Well, come on now. You
have something delivered.
No, wait a minute. You always take care of the pizza.
I know, but I got a ball game that night. May have to get it delivered. We got people that can get us the pizza. I don't know if I can do both. I'll try. I got to go to a basketball game and then get there.
I don't want to put any pressure on you, big fella. But we always have pizza. It's a tradition. We've been doing election coverage since 2000 and whatever year we started.
We'll get some pizza.
In 2010, we had pizza.
I'll get some pizza.
I know you will. You know I'm playing with you. It'll be first down and 10 for Westview at the 39-yard line with 22 seconds to go. You know, if you would have been outside all night, it might have been chilly. But, you know, we're kind of getting a little bit of that feel of the cold, but now we've got the heater of the press box, and so it's kind of I don't know what it is.
The front of my toes and nose are cold.
Yeah.
The rest of me is very warm.
Johnnie Hale Sweet B is where we are, right, Coach Carter? It's a Sweet B. First and 10 at the 39 for Westview. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Looking to throw the ball, and does so, and it is caught, and he did not get out of bounds, and they got to hurry now. It is not a first down. He did not get out of bounds. They're out of timeout, so spot the ball at the 34, clock down to 10, 9. He spikes it. It's at 8, maybe one more play for Westview. So they may not have been set totally, so that may be a 5-yard assessment. So that's going to be a 5-yard assessment. They didn't have everybody set when they spiked it, so they'll mark it from the 34 and back it up to the 39. Now, if this was college or pro, they would run 10 and we'd be done.
10-second runoff.
Yeah, but they don't have that in high school. We don't have runoff. So, S&S Insurance penalty. Don't be penalized. Choose the wrong insurance company. Go with S&S Insurance. Look at me getting prepared here. Last play most likely. Simpson to throw. Simpson looking. Simpson says, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Simpson retreats all the way back to his 40, throws a deep ball downfield that is caught, but the tackle is made at the 3, and this football game comes to an end. Milan wins it 29-6. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Covington will be in town. Round 2 of the playoffs. Kickoff will be at 7. Have a blessed evening. Tell someone about the risen Savior. If you don't know him, get to. If you do know him, get to know him better. Bradley, say good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
And Robin.
Hi, my name is Sarah Beth Langley. Dance on into Jean Langley Ford for the best